Ooh, people are gonna be mad at me. People are going to be mad at me. Ooh, people are gonna be mad. But what up? Yep. Now I am late. I'm like what? Definitely 40 minutes late. There's no joking about it. But thank you all for waiting. It's been what? You know, I was just giving you all time to soak up and enjoy all of the information from 1.6's live stream. Let me just make sure. Okay, we are actually live. But yeah, finally. I know. I am sorry that I wasn't around. I have partly a good excuse, partly a bad excuse. Let me just grab a sip of water. But what's up, Clutch King, as well as everybody over on YouTube. If you're still here from earlier, Latanialis, Kali Totos, Mustard, Sam, Nemesis, Antu, and Ali. So the reason why I'm late is it's gonna sound bad. Ooh, do I do it? Okay, well, I had to obviously there was the 1.6 live stream today. Now for me, that comes out in the middle of the workday at like Hoppus 1. So from Hoppus 1 until like 5 o'clock, I had to essentially be like, I had to drop everything. And I'm like, okay, well, I gotta work on the video now. So I ended up having to like work back those hours. So what, the extra 3.5 hours or like 2.5 hours? I had to then work back afterwards. So that's what, give it until like 8 or so. Then I had to do it a couple extra hours. And then I decided to play a little bit of Monster Hunter, which I then, you know, got a bit too absorbed into that. And then I got a little bit eepy. I got a little bit sleepy. I decided, I'll take a small little, like, 1 hour nap. Now 1 hour nap was a little bit longer than I expected. But yeah, better late than never. Also, what's up, nuts? Oh, the update is not yet, Luffy. Still, what, 12 more days. So it's not too far away, but it's sometime soon. Let me refill this actually real quick. But now, think of on the bright side, think about how much time, or think about how much energy I am now. I am ready to yap. I am ready. I have had time to let all of that stuff from the 1.6 live stream sit and marinate, and I'm like, ooh, I'm ready. I'm for it. Also, what's up, Playboy Cardi, as well as Chris. I'm so glad that a lot of you are excited about like the law implications. Also, what's up, Pepperoni? Like, is there anybody else that like the fact that there's 3 stories? Is anybody else blown away by that? The fact that there's the main story and then there's still Anby and Trigger both getting an agent story? Is anybody else like blown away by this? Like, I feel like that's a huge thing. YouTube video is highly more important than regular work. Honestly, yeah, Softy. I know, technically speaking, I should be focusing more on my work, but I mean, I got bigger things to do. Like, yeah, it is Final Raw. It was very interesting that they worded it the way they did, right? A season 1 epilogue. So, honestly, that has some big implications. That means that this is probably the last, like, main story thing. I imagine 1.7, that's probably still going to be like another side story. Maybe we go 1.6, 1.7, and then 2.0. Especially because, okay, let's, tinfoil hat time. Patch 1.6 starts March 12th, right? Give it 4 weeks for that, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Patch 1.7 would then start on April 9th. If we take another month from there, so 4 weeks, 2, 3, 4. The supposed end of patch 1.7, so like, you know, the rough start of quote unquote patch 1.8 would be in May. And that's right around the time of like the what's it called? The 1 year anniversary of Zenless Zone Zero. So I don't know if they would go for another 1.8, like another, like a second epilogue, if you know what I mean. I think that it's gonna go 1.6 epilogue, 1.7 side story, and then 2.0 in May. 1.7 is on the 4th of June. It's, well, again, if we just assume that it's like 4 weeks per patch, going back to the normal. That's 1.6. Then yeah, May is when the supposed 1.7 would end. I guess, yeah, if it's July, if it's July, not June, then maybe we can get a 1.8 and then 2.0. But then if there is a 1.8, that makes you wonder, 1.8 would again be another even numbered patch. So is there going to be another story? Is it going to be an epilogue part 2, right? Yeah, I'm also surprised that there's no extra costumes. Like, I thought that was going to be a regular thing from now on, the costumes. I feel like every Zenless Zone Zero has a surprise aspect to it. Yeah, exactly. Especially because, again, the way they revealed that, like, the whole Hugo Vlad thing, obviously that was cool, but going into it, everyone thought like, oh, it's gonna be a Trigger and Ambi story. It's gonna be a Trigger and Ambi patch, right? And then you go, oh, okay, cool, yep. The trailer shows those two, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, it's like, oh, by the way, Hugo's here. He's fighting against Lycan. I'm like, whoa, hello? And now Vivian's here as well. It's like, whoa. Well, it's weird though, because the like the promotional image of sorts, which has, you know, it has Ambi and Soldier 11 on the side there, but then it also has Hugo and them in the background, like looking ominously in the water or whatever. I don't know if they're going to be like interlinked. I mean, they did mention that, you know, there's that big Mockingbird fight or whatever. So I'm sure they all do get involved somehow, but it's just interesting to see. Skins. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of glad that there's not skins. Like, well, I'm glad that they're not focusing too much on that. Like, let me put it like that. I'm much more happier that we're getting other cool stuff. For example, 3 stories as opposed to like, oh, well, how about more skins for you to buy? Obviously, you know, skins are great for people that do actually want them, that do want outfits for their agents and stuff like that. Yeah, the other thing is no Notorious Sound. I guess, again, because it's like a side story, or not a side story, like an epilogue thing, there's probably no new, like, main big bad boss. Because I imagine it's just like, what? I mean, we don't know what the epilogue's going to be about, right? It's just going to be us fighting each other, I guess. Who knows? Maybe we fight Hugo and Vivian in the end there. It was mostly the Soldier Zero that confused you. Ooh, yeah. So, like, again, there's so much. It's crazy how much, like, if you pay very specific attention to, that you can pick up. So, for example, they call Ambi Soldier Zero, right? And then when they ask Trigger about the rest of the Obol squad, she says, oh, I can't reveal any information about them right now. But that's the thing, right now, which means that there are other members of Obol squad, and that there might be a time in the future where she can explain and expand upon them. Yeah, like a Lycan casual clothes outfit would have been amazing. Ooh, Salty, that's actually, you're right. Free engine, free character, and skins. Yeah, because it was 1.5 was skins, 1.4 was an engine, 1.6 is free pulcra. You might be onto something. But yeah, like, okay. For me, the biggest thing is I want to gush about the story and the lore implications. So, my tinfoil hat theory is, I mean, I already said it in the video, but tinfoil hat theory, Silver Squad was some like project or whatever to create a bunch of Anbis, a bunch of soldiers. Soldiers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blah, 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 whatever, right? There were, let's say, maybe Anbi, the original, Soldier 0, the commander, and then 10 others. Soldiers 1 through Soldier 11. And then something happened. They all got wiped out, right? Most of them got wiped out. They mentioned that Silver Squad was whatever. But now, in the trailer, they mentioned that the Silver Squad is going to be revived. And that they want to revive some technology. Maybe that technology is this like cloning or whatever process was used to make all of these copies. And so they're trying to revive up the others, you know, soldiers 1 through 10. I do find it funny though that at least in the trailer, there was like more Thrashians. That was the boss used to like recognize them. What's of Kong? And it's like Star Wars. I'm sorry, Hal. I'm sorry, Hal. I gotta wake you up. I gotta get my. I gotta get my polygrams from you, Hal. 20 of them. Woo. And also, yeah. Okay, can we all just take a moment to like recognize the one throwaway line about, oh, in patch 1.6, Phaethon are going to get some of their powers back. Hello? What powers? And then there's the disc set called Phaethon's Melody. Are we gonna like get involved in the hollows now? 1.7, are we gonna have like, or 2.0, are we gonna have like playable Weiss and Bell running around in the hollows? You thought Section 6 was supposed to be the most elite? Well, I guess they can still be regarded as the elite, but Obol Squad is more of like the military defense force, right? Let's go with this one. So like Section 6 also like a special task force designed for like, you know, the hollows and stuff like that, whereas Obol is more of just like generic find, like, oh, there's shit going down, just send out the, you know, the generic army. That's why they wanted like mass-produced generic soldiers, as opposed to, you know, these high aptitude void hunters and whatnot. I think the line might have been focusing on the legal issues around proxies. Like, obviously it'd be cool if it was like combat related powers, but it probably is just gonna be like, oh, maybe now we can like better connect with Eos in the hollows or whatever, or something like that. But who knows? It's most likely gonna be the Vivian disc set. Yeah, like, let's be honest. Phaethon's Melody is an 4 off-field ether agents, but do you think it'd replace the 4-piece set from Nicole or Astra? Ooh, well, here's always the issue, right? I mean, in theory, if you do put that on Astra, who's gonna hold Astral Voice then, right? Maybe if you do, like, maybe if you have Nicole and Astra, then you can have one of them be on Astral Voice, the other one be on Phaethon's Melody, right? Oh, also, yeah, the art, like, Hugo all up there, like, looking, like, snazzy on his couch, whatever. And then, it's, for me, the funniest part is always seeing Phaethon and Belle dressed up in the or, like, in whatever the story is, right? Yeah, it's true. Shika does point it out. There is that explosion where, I think there's only been 2 times that, we've had our eyes glow, right? The first time was when Eos was like hacked or whatever, or something very early on in the story. So that was when we were connected to him. Or it, I guess. And then the second time was during that big explosion from Bringer. So I'm not sure what it is that triggers our glowy eyes. I don't know what it means, but it's very interesting. Also, I need to do my dailies real quick. Oh, also, you may notice that I do not have a little red exclamation point anymore on my signal search, and that's because I went and I used up my, what is it called? My selector. And I went and I got Rena. Mainly for the recent video that I did where I did double support stuff. I was like, well, shit, I don't have Rena, who's another support agent. So I just quickly bought her, and I didn't build her up completely, but I did invest a bit in her. So she's like, you know, level 60. She has the two relevant skills high, and then her core skill is relatively high as well, with just whatever disc sets I could throw on her. And so because of that, I am now broke when it comes to materials. So I need to go and farm up a lot of XP stuff again. Marina. I mean, like I said, I'm touching wood. I do still need copies of Rena. I'm not saying I would like extra copies of Rena. I do not want to lose any 50s to get Rena, but if I do happen to get spooked and get a standard character, it'd be nice to have Rena. Is investing into Soldier 11 worth it? Ooh, this actually brings us up into a great question, Shikasu. Now that we know, and now that we've seen Anby and Trigger and Pulchra, the question is, do you still pull for Evelyn now? Or do you say, nah, it's fine? Honestly, I would say, if you don't have Evelyn, just stick with Soldier 11. She will be fine for your fire DPS. Rather wait and save for Anby. Personally, in terms of like a meta standpoint. Obviously, at the end of the day, pull for who you like, but I will say, Anby looks a lot more promising than Evelyn. Especially because they didn't really explicitly mention it, but the whole aftershock gimmick that they started bringing up about, I don't know if that's going to be like a continual thing, right? Because obviously Anby has a lot of aftershock stuff, Pulchra has a lot of aftershock stuff, and then so does Trigger. I don't know if that's going to go beyond those three. I would like to think it will. I don't think it's going to be like an Obol squad specific mechanic, because Pulchra also has it. So if there are going to be more agents in the future that have this aftershock gimmick, and Anby, you know, benefits from that, or Anby improves aftershocks and stuff like that, I would say, you know, Anby has a little bit more staying power. Do I prefer Anby's new look or an old one? I'll be honest. Give me new I say new, but technically it's old Anby. Soldier Zero Anby hairstyle, but in the old Anby like fit. Like the new Anby has that small little like braided part on her hair. Give me that on her old outfit, and I'll be happy. Also, yeah, if you don't have Haramasa or Yanagi, then, I mean, I guess we're at a point now where maybe there are people that are starting to play the game that didn't join in time for the free Haramasa. Now, that's what I'm saying. The whole cloning thing, it implies the existence of soldiers 1 through 10. Which means we could have Soldier 0 Anby, Soldier 11, and then we have Soldier 1, who's like an electric anomaly, Soldier 2, who's a physical stunner, Soldier 3, who's a, you know, fire defender, Soldier 4, who's an ice support, and so on and so forth. There is a world where that is possible. I don't think it's going to be true, but it would be very funny. Oh, yeah, also, like, I'll actually show you guys now when I play Evelyn. Evelyn is very fun to play, but she does feel... She's kind of like the Horror Master thing where you kind of have to put in quite a bit of effort. But the one thing Evelyn does lack is iframes. Like, you're not able to get off those dodges as often as you want. And her Garrote attack, she does still get hit quite a lot during that attack and whatnot. But don't get me wrong, Evelyn, very fun to play. I will say, judging from the looks of it, it does seem like Anby is going to be the quote-unquote, like, the regular mash attack button, unlike Evelyn. But again, different strokes for different folks. Some might prefer that. You always love hopping on stream for validation. I'm glad that everyone here is on like the same pages. Also, forget about what's her name? Anby, Soldier 11, Hugo, Vlad, all them. The real star of the patch is none other than Corrin. She has not only what is it called? The new gear, exclusive gear in Hollow Zero. She also gets her own little event. Like, hello? 2 things for Corrin in one patch? What's with the Corrin favoritism? How many polychromes am I setting on Big Dog? Ooh, you're gonna expose me. I think I'm close to getting back that, you know, that comfortable number of mine where it's at 40-something thousand. 48,000. So I'll have 50k by the time. Basically what I'm saying is I'm getting Anby. I'm getting Trigger. There's no doubt about that. If anyone wondering, ooh, Shanna, are you gonna pull for them? Hell yeah, I'm gonna pull for them. I should have, dude, like, that's what I'm wondering. Like, maybe all this, you know, effort being put into Corrin, maybe she's gonna get her own little time to shine next, or like, maybe not next patch, but the patch after or something like that. Corrin favoritism, yeah. I mean, to be fair, if you're gonna be a favoritism to one of the A ranks, let it be Corrin. You know, it's too early to say. Oh, it's never too early. Who do we hope? Who do we hope? So, okay, so for the reruns, now that we've seen that it's Shuyen and Bernice, so that means that we've had, what is it called? We've had Ellen and we've had Shuyen, which was patch 1.0. Then we've had, what are they called? We had Xingyi. We did not get Jane. We skipped over to Bernice. But the fact that Jane had her little, you know, gear revampment stuff like that makes me wonder, maybe Jane will be in the next patch. So maybe they are just going in chronological order, right? Because I mean, in the first one, they went Ellen and Xingyi. They skipped over Jane. Then now they're going for, they skipped over, they skipped over Shuyen. Now they're going and skipping over Jane to go for Bernice and Shuyen. Technically speaking, they didn't skip Caesar because we go in chronological order. Bernice and Shuyen were both before Caesar. So technically speaking, they haven't skipped anyone yet. And Evelyn's signature engine, I mean, there are alternatives, but if you don't need those pulls, then go for it. But I mean, I have her without her signature engine and she's fine, she's usable, there's nothing wrong with her. Also, yeah, Bernice and Porco are absolutely being put together on a patch just because that meme of Bernice petting her fur and being like, ah, so warm. Was Bernice after Caesar? Oh, you're right. Oh. Then maybe, yeah, the next one is going to be Caesar and Jane. And get back the 2 that we missed out on. You think Evelyn's signature also gives the coolest visual effect? Oh, dude, yeah. It's like, if we're talking visuals, then the power creep is here with Evelyn giving a little fire moss behind her back, not just glowy hair. Also, if we're going to talk about visual power creep, damn, they knew what they were doing with Trigger. Not only did they give her like the full-on recoil with her gun, they like, you know what? Let's go all in on it. Let's give her the little Nikkei mode where you like watch and you can like, you have to sit and watch as she shoots and watch her like ass shake as she shoots. And ooh, next losing 50. Great question. It's actually, well, myself and the boys have scheduled a podcast like tomorrow morning. So in like what, 10 hours from now, which that's when we're going to record it. So by tomorrow, there's going to be a new podcast episode where we're going to yap about probably a lot about Trigger, but yeah. Dude, yeah, obviously the burgers have gone somewhere for Ambi. Engines hate you. You're at hot pity now. Ooh, Evelyn. Ooh, Shu Yen's engine. That's a good question. I would say probably if you have Shu Yen is great. But obviously, I'm biased. I mean, look at where the star is. I'm biased, so. If Hugo and Vivian are playable, your money. Oh, gamer. Hugo and Vivian are almost 100% going to be playable. Look at how prominent they are in the 1. I have to remember now. It's going to be 1.6 now. Look how prominent they are in the 1.6 story. It's almost guaranteed that the drip marketing will be for those two. Although, I will say, the developers have the chance to do the funniest thing ever by not making them the 1.7 characters. You know, having all of this build up, having them like shown so front and center, and then it's like, oh, by the way, 1.7 drip marketing? Nah, here are the idols now. I doubt it's gonna happen, but it would be very funny. But yeah, after teasing them in the 1.5s, like the trailer, and then in the story, you know, with the small little them stealing the stuff from Astra, and then 1.6 now, them being a little bit more involved. They kind of have to be involved, right? Yeah, that does raise the question though about the idols. Maybe they'll only be in 1.8? If there is a 1.8, who knows? Maybe, you know, after 1.7 we just go straight to 2.0. Your money's on Ice Attack Hugo and Ether Anomaly Vivian. I would not be surprised if that is the case. Somebody's gonna be Ether Anomaly, right? Based on Phaeton's melody, right? And call me crazy, I don't think Hugo strikes me as an anomaly type agent, the way he was, you know, going toe-to-toe with Lycan. Plus, also, that would make sense, and if he is Ice Attacker, then he can work with Lycan, and it's like, ooh, look at them, the synergy, the lore. You think the idols could be... Pepperoni, don't breathe, though. Don't even speak of that as a possibility. We won our idols. Actually, that'd be crazy if they did do that. They just don't, they never confirm nor deny where the idols are coming, and they just have people perpetually saving till who knows when. I will say, the one disappointing thing, now that Bruce Wayne mentions that, there's no Bang Boo. There's no Obol Squad Bang Boo. There's no point, right? Sure, we get a new Polka, sure we get Ambi, sure we get Soldier 11, or Trigger. But what about the Bang Boos? Have they thrown away the possibility of designing new Bang Boos? It's over. Going for the new All-Boy meta, Vlad, Lycan, and Lighter. Honestly, that might actually be a thing, Citizen. Ooh, redesigning the character select. I don't know. I really like this character selector. Getting a gallery of all of them that can scroll through, and then also being able to still like select and highlight the one that you don't have. Sort of as like a tease to say like, ooh, look at them. Don't you want to fill out this roster? You don't have them yet. Ooh. Who needs a new Bang Boo when you have the Caledon pick? True, actually. They usually wait until... I guess you're right. Which again, might indicate that there's more Obol Squad. Characters that it gives... Exactly! That's a good thing, Frostborn. That is a great thing that it gives off fighting game vibes. I mean, to be fair, I don't remember... Was it Street Fighter? Or was it Tekken? I think it was Street Fighter. That, like, before the game launched, there was promotional videos of the developers playing together, right? They are definitely in tune with the fighting game aspect of the game. Redesign the map selector. Ooh, yeah. I mean, the one nice thing is that in the map selector, when you do select something, they do give you the option to like go directly to stuff. For example, I don't know if it'll do it now because I've already done it, but when you try and go to the coffee shop, it'll ask you, do you want to go directly to it and stuff like that, or open the interface directly, right? Even defunding Officer Mew Mew. No, not Mew Mew. Your hope is that Vlad is an ether defense character, and he can steal the impact of attack with his EX special. Ooh, kind of like Bide, right? Like a super, like, reflective defender, I suppose you could call it that, right? Suck up the hits and then hit back even harder. And then, of course, that'll work great with Lycan. What else do I have here? Oh, I need to do all of these nonsense. Or chicken and Z Studio at Luminous Square. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I feel like defenders are hard. Defenders are difficult to try and come up with because of the whole, you know, you want to do damage and defenders aren't really there to do damage. That's why Caesar is only usable because she's basically like another support. But again, now that there's this new Aftershock gimmick, maybe now in the future you're gonna have these defenders and whatnot be a little bit more involved off-field, right? Which I think somebody else mentioned it in the comments, but like, it's really, I really like this whole Aftershock gimmick because it's kind of like how Astro Yao is off-field. I mean, if you look at the agents we have now, Anby wants to be on-field so much, and then Pulchra and Trigger don't mind being off-field. But it's not like Astro where you just press her skill button and then forget about her, or Bernice where you press her skill button and then you kind of forget about her. At least you still see them show up in the field and you see them attack, as opposed to Bernice where it's just like her little flame burn on the side. It does its own thing. You actually get to, like, it was so flashy watching Trigger dash around, shoot a bunch of bullets and stuff like that. Officer Mew Mew. Yeah, Officer Mew Mew is going to be the agent of defense, the true defender, defending not just ourselves, but our justice as well. The real defense agent. Have you not done the Lycan story quest? Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, that's probably going to give you quite a bit of lore for Lycan and Hugo. Since Zenless Zone 0 is Goonie, and we have skins now, do you think we'll ever get summer-themed skins? Ooh, summer-themed skins. I mean, Genshin obviously had beaches and stuff like that, but I mean, until we find a beach here somehow? I've not yet seen anything beach-related in Zenless Zone 0, but maybe one day we can. I would like to see one. The 1 year anniversary is in 5... Is it really that far away? No. I guess in July. I mean, to be fair, it's basically March already, right? So it's like, what? March, April, May, June... Oh shit, you're right. It is 5 months. Dude, what? Well, when 2.0 comes out, and it makes sense because apparently it skips 1.8 and 1.9. So yeah, I mean, if they do skip 1.8, 1.9, 1.7 only ends in like May. So, you never know. Oh, you're right. The harbor, I guess. No, what, we do have a beach. Can I visit it now? Port Alpus. We do have a beach. Shein bikini. I hope that it's like a meme and it's like they just give Shein like, I don't know how many of you guys play Girls Frontline, but because of her like her whole like tight outfit and stuff like that, they just give her like a snorkeling gear, scuba gear. Just for the memes. I mean, I don't know if I would call this a beach, but I mean, I guess we could go swimming in here. Like it's something. Am I level 60? I am not level 60. I am, what am I? 58. Close. Actually, also, that reminds me. If you haven't already, friendly reminder. Redemption code. Soilger11. Soldier, 0, and B. Will I be playing Ananta and shower skin? You mean no skin? Ananta, I'm not too sure about. But Neverness to Everness, or wait, no, sorry, other way around. Which was the one where it was like anime GTA? That was Ananta. That one I'm interested in. Also, I mean, to be fair, I mean, what do you even get for level 60? There's nothing like that important, right? Oh, it's just an extra hamster cage pass. Ooh, Arknight Infield. I'll be honest, I saw the beta gameplay for Arknight's Infield and I was like, yeah. What's up, Maz? No skin at all, just a skeleton. it's just her walking tuft of hair. Also, actually, speaking of, coming back around to me playing Monster Hunter. Where is it? In the beta for Monster Hunter, it turns out, you know, I just made a character or whatever so that I could play it later on. I accidentally or unintentionally made Pulchra as well as Shuyen in Monster Hunter. Let me show you guys. Like this, I completely lapsed my mind. PS5 never lets you do this. Wait, really? You can't do this server in PS5? It doesn't even give you like a link that you can then open on your phone or something. That's interesting. But yeah, I accidentally made Shuyen. Mainly because I just like when girls have ponytails, so you can't see it here, but my character has a ponytail, and my favorite color is red, so I was like, ooh, let me give her red highlights. Turns out, oh wait, that's literally Shuyen. And then the Palico, I was like, ooh, nice like white belly with an orange fur coat, and then some dirty marks here, because it's, you know, Monster Hunter, a dirty world. And then it's like, oh wait, that's just Pulchra. You're currently making your character. Enjoy the classic 3-hour character creation menus. Let me do the rest of this stuff, and then I'll go and do the old Shiyu Defense reset. A burger themed bamboo would be amazing. Oh my goodness. Alright, need to find a cat. Deliver the bone to the public security officer. Oh wait, is it the guy that's right around the corner? Is it you? No. Is it the dog? Is the big bear afraid of the little dog? Yeah, have a bone. Blah 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 blah. And then what's left? Lost and found. Medical theme bamboo, that's just a suppository. It just shoves itself up the enemy's anuses to like deal damage. Ooh, actually that's a great point, Maz. Especially because, like you said, she has the ether corrupted eyes and whatnot. Like she's not... I don't know if she's fully blind. I think it's just a thing where, like, you know, she's shielding her eyes from any further damage. Because the way she described it, it wasn't like she went completely blind, right? But knowing Miho, they're setting this up for like later on, right? They're setting up a point where they do eventually have the reveal, and it's like, oh my gosh, she takes off her mask and she's so beautiful, she's so pretty. That's gonna be a skin in the future. Mark my words. A blind sniper is interesting. Nah, but she said she has what? The other heightened senses, the vibrations, the sound, the smell. What else was it? It was just those three, right? Smell, sound, and vibrations that she could feel. So Trigger's mask is because she's corrupted? Yeah, so suppose that, obviously, believe it or not, she used to be able to see, but then she was on some mission, and I don't know if that's going to be her agent story that we go through, but there was some mishap, and then in her previous squad, where before she was part of Herbal, where her eyes were corrupted by ethereal matter, and then now she is the way she is. Trying to make a new paladin and the talk of Trigger's smell. Trigger's sense of smell, let's word that better. Alright, Shiyu defense time though. But then she snipes blind. Yeah, she snipes off of vibes. Literally, she snipes off of vibes, vibrations. She can like sense where they are in proximity and then she just goes off of that. I don't need my eyesight when I got my vibes guiding me. So where did I put my... I'm just glad, however, that she has a gunblade and she actually uses the blade. Like, obviously, most of her attacks are like long-range shooting, but you can use her skill to like get all up close and personal. Yeah. Oh no, officer! The sound of my ass cheeks are making too much clapping sounds. It's allowing Trigger to notify where I am. Alright, okay, yeah, this chain attacks and whatnot. So this is just gonna be. I'm feeling spicy today. What do we want to do here? We're gonna have obviously Evelyn team on the one side, probably a Miyabi team on the other side. So let's see. 1, 2. Let's do this. Let's go 1, 2, 3. For team 1. For team 2, let's go 1, 2, 3. They're just so goddamn loud. In her ultimate, I think you can see her leaning her eye cover on a sniper. Ooh. I mean, again, she's not completely blind, and we don't know what that mask is. Maybe it's like slightly see-through. Like maybe it's just like really strong polarizing lenses or something. So she can like at least see direct, like right up in front of her or something like that. You feel like the rewards for Deadly Assault need some rebalancing. It's way harder than Shiyu, but it gives... I mean, to be fair, what the argument you could put out is you don't need to get 9 stars, so I think getting 6 stars is a bit easier. Like, maybe if you had to get 9 stars, then the rewards would have to be beefed up a bit. Why have Astra as the lead? Do you want to get her to go from Nicole or something like that? Basically, oh no, well no. It's just so that I can go from Astra into Evelyn. Because if I have Astra, Nicole, Evelyn, then when I use Astra's ultimate, it'll make me chain attack into Nicole. So I want Evelyn to quick assist from Astra, and then while they're on field, Evelyn and Nicole will always swap between each other. Let me lower the audio because that always gets super loud during combat. You wanted to see a plug into the sniper. Ooh, they do have that possibility for that aesthetic, right? You usually Evelyn have Astra at the end. Oh yeah, it's the same thing. I just like having Astra first, just so that I can like instantly use her skill. It doesn't really matter much, but it's just like a small little tidbit of mine. I like having the supports first, so I can apply their buff instantly. Let's see. Is Astra, Evelyn, Nicole the best team for her? If you have Lighter, then not really. Then it becomes Astra, Evelyn, Lighter, but I do not have him, so it's the next best thing. You can never go wrong with double supports. No! The one is a little further away. I didn't group them all together. It's over. Yells light to ooh, to Nekomata as well as that's the worst possible one. The one guy's just standing by, like, oh no. I'm leaving him as a survivor to let the rest of the friends know. Oh my goodness, M2 Nekomata. Oh, and the engine as well. Well, now you kind of have to bull Nekomata, don't you, Cuber? Should you pull Jade Teapot for Chingy even if you have Lycan Light Cone? Or weapon, yeah. At 20% for 10 seconds for all allies does sound really good. I mean, it does sound really good. And I mean, if you're really going to be using Chingy, then go for it. But think about it like this. If you do go for that engine, I mean, I don't know how much pity you have built up, but you could instead spend all of that on getting Trigger, who also gives 20%, what is it, stun multiplier all the time, right? It's up to you though. The silence one. Listen, I gotta lock in, all right? Cut me some slack here. Apparently in the live stream, regular Ambi was listed as an S-rank Ether agent. Ooh. I mean, we absolutely know that there is going to be an S-rank Ether anomaly agent, right? Based on the Phaethon's melody. It's just a matter of who it's going to be. And it's most likely going to be Vivian. You refuse to build Neko? She's gonna keep on coming until you build her. That's how that logic's gonna work. Now you have to build her, or else she'll keep on coming and be like, Master, why haven't you built me yet? Meow. Yeah, come on. What's up, unit? Shouldn't you be playing Monster Hunter, unit? Trigger seems like she benefits Soldier 11 Ambi specifically, considering she's a different type of stunner. Yeah, I mean, oh, you're absolutely right. Ambi is definitely like trying to hog on field time as much as possible, right? That's why she has this whole aftershock gimmick, and she wants the other two people on the team to be off-fielders. And Trigger is all about that. That's why I still think that Qingyi is going to be the better general stunner, maybe. Maybe. And then when you want more specific, like hyper-focused teams, you go for Trigger. I will say though, it'll depend on how well Trigger can stun with those aftershock stuff. And then also, you know, that 20% that she can apply, the extra stun multiplier that gets applied even when they're not stunned, that's a big game changer. Because now it's like, even if Trigger doesn't stun that fast, like as fast as Qingyi, does it really matter if you're still getting that 20% extra damage non-stop? Like, honestly, it might be okay. Doing your duty before you can start hunting. We salute you for your efforts, unit. You got steel cushion ×2 and you're praying to find it. Oh, because you have steel cushion but you don't have the Nekomata. Would you like my copies of Nekomata, Holly? I've got 2 copies of her. I've got plenty to spare. Where's the other one? Evelyn plus Trigger for the double leather team. Evelyn, Trigger, and Shiyu, and just get all the girls in as tight clothes as possible. Fire, Ice Ether, yeah. Same thing again. Have I pre-farmed for Abby? I want to say I did, but then I pulled Rena, or I used my selector on Rena, so I had to start rebuilding. But I mean, there's still like, what, 10, 12 days left? So yeah, I'll definitely be spending the next couple of days pre-farming though. Getting up all the skill chips. I'm definitely set on the upgrade materials, or the ascension materials. So the seal certificates or whatever. And then, I don't know if I want to get the engines or not yet, but I do have enough to upgrade the engines as well, if I do choose to go for them in the end. Oh, the other one a little bit too far away. You think Ambi engine will kind of have to be a must based on what they said. I mean, based on what we saw as well, like I don't know if they knew what they did, but they kind of leaked what the engine does, right? In the trailer, when they were showing off like the new UI or whatever for upgrading. It's crazy, right? It gives a bunch of attack. We'll look at it after this actually, but it gives a huge amount of attack and crit damage, of course, crit damage, crit rate, and then there's even more buffs that further increase damage, right? You're not gonna pull for Trigger. Maybe you're gonna pull Bernice's engine from Chien. Ooh. Well, if you're not gonna go for, what is it called? If you're not going to go for Trigger, then yeah, that makes it a lot easier to say, oh, go for the engine then. If Qingyi is gonna be your one dedicated stunner, then yeah, go for it. But again, you know, that does mean that there's less rolls that you have to try and get Shien and whatnot. It always comes at a price. But as always, if you like them enough, then just go for it, right? Did he dodge my ultimate? Oh my goodness. I will say, like, again, coming back to what it looks like for Ambi, it does look like she's very button mashy, and compared to Evelyn, I know I said that, you know, she's probably going to be better because of her whole Aftershock gimmick. Evelyn's just so fun to play. I just think she's so cool. Also, why do I have like 5 million chain attacks going off here? What's going on here? Like, I feel like this is what people say when they talk about Haramasa being a little bit more involved to play, but it's so much more fun. Will the new A rank stunner even be good on Evelyn? Pulchra, I mean, she's an A rank. It'll depend on her mindscapes. But I do like the fact that Pulchra at least also has that, the new gimmick of being able to do, or being able to use aftershocks and stuff like that. In the end, oh, okay, Zara, so effectively speaking, Aftershock is essentially this. They just do an extra attack from off field. You know how Bernice can apply her burn over time, or how Astra does a little like tremolo chords whenever you quick assist? Those are going to be, I don't know if those are going to become Aftershocks as well, but for the new agents, the Aftershock attack is essentially they're off field, but they themselves also attack. Do I think 1.7 will be the prologue for Oh, that's actually a good point, Dexter. Like a season 2 prologue. Kind of like how, you know, chapter 1 and everything, or patch 1.0 was also a prologue of sorts to set the stage. Either 1.7 will be a prologue, or I feel like there's not going to be a prologue at all, and it will just go straight into 2.0. But it depends on how this epilogue goes, because maybe who knows? Maybe the epilogue of 1.7 or 1.6 now coming up does sort of lead into and set the stage for season 2. You tend to get Lycan on 300 center pull and give his engine tame. Ah, that makes sense. No worries, Madhan. Are those attacks from previous characters also counted? So that's the thing. We don't know yet if, I think technically speaking, if you look at Astra and Bernice as well, their attacks are not considered Aftershock because those are considered skill damage, if I'm not mistaken. They explicitly state that it's considered skill. Yes, Astra Yell will consume 25 energy and release 1 Tremolo attack. This Tremolo attack released is considered an EX special attack. So I don't, unless, you know, EX special can become Aftershocks, I don't think that this will be considered an Aftershock attack. And if you look at Bernice, hers as well. Where is it? Where is Afterburn? All night to feel blah blah blah. Damage from the Afterburn effect is considered assist attack damage. There you go. So I'm assuming it's going to be only for these new 3 agents where it's specifically that keyword of Aftershock. Do I think Trigger will be good for Haramasa? I'm sure Trigger will be great for anyone. But for Haramasa specifically, I think so, because Haramasa also likes to be on field, right? So he can stack his little, his quivers and whatnot. Being electric also means that 1, they get stunned more often, and 2, you can get an anomaly on them more sooner rather than later. And if they can get an anomaly, that also lets Haramasa do more damage. Yeah, honestly, the biggest power creep is going to be the wall of text and seeing how much text there is. Like, look at this nonsense. This one single basic attack has like 4 different attacks onto it now. The skills have like 4 different modes to it. It's a lot. I do think it's going to be a core mechanic, specifically because one, there's a disc set that's going to be made for it, so I'm assuming there's going to be more people in the future that use it. And then two, the fact that it's not just Anby and Trigger. If it was just those two, I would have been like, maybe it's an Obol Squad specific thing. But because Pulcra also has it, I'm like, okay, maybe this is going to become a recurring thing, this aftershock stuff. Maybe that's going to be a new keyword moving forward. For any sort of like off-field assist damage. It would be nice if they could go back and like retroactively change stuff. Because like I said, they could buff Collider so much by just going back and saying, oh, her team passive now improves chain attacks not just when they're stunned, but all the time. And then, boom, all of a sudden, Collider becomes amazing for Evelyn. Come on, attack me so I can parry. We can't. Yeah, exactly. We're here to play games and mash buttons and like roll the dice in slots. We're not here to read. Considering Frost, do you think we'll have a better electric fire and physical? It's hard to say, because I feel like Frost is very specifically an element because of the fact that Miyabi's an anomaly, right? So that she can apply Frost, but then others can still apply regular Ice. So unless the other Void Hunters are also an anomaly, where they need to have a separate thing, it's hard to say. Oh, come on, group up all together. There we go, now they all group up together. Now I can let loose. Ooh, it's time for the mech. Thanks for the this helps a lot. No, no worries. Is Bernice easy to... Bernice is very easy to play, Siddharth. Effectively, all you do with Bernice is you send her out onto the field, you use her skill or you use one of her attacks, and then she's what we call an off-field character. So she, even if you switch to somebody else, she will still be doing damage, she'll still be doing her attack, so she's great. It's almost like you get to use like two agents to attack at once when you use Bernice and somebody else. You're pretty easy time constraint every change into the stomach. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great when you like put her with Collider and then you just like shit out like 4 or 5 chain attacks in that stun window. But again, you're going to be using a chain attack every now and then outside of that stun window. It'd be just nice to have those also get buffed. Meanwhile, you're spending 40 minutes reading the internet posts. I mean, honestly, you'd probably be better off reading those than actual skills, Mosquito. Oh, and Dexter, thank you for becoming a member. Oh, I forgot to use that sound effect. That wow. Actually, I don't even know if you guys hear that. But that's another Shiyu defense down and dusted. Believe it or not, very easy as usual. So I guess this little impact increase is just for when, what's the name? Pulcra comes in next. Because again, I'm assuming that the way it's going to be is Anby Trigger. Oh, Anby, Pulcra, and Bernice are going to be phase 1. Absolutely, right? Because obviously Anby and Pulcra were shown first. And then when they showed off... Actually, I actually don't know. Hang on. Would they have released it by now? when they showed off the order of the reruns, they showed Bernice first and then Shiyan. Although technically speaking, Shiyan was released originally before Bernice. Let me actually pull up your lab. Just wanted to say thanks for the help and entertainment. No worries, Dexter. Also, now that we've done with Shiyu Defense, I can show you guys the what was it? The engine for Ambi that was shown off. Where is it? Let me grab this. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Okay. So. Let's have a read, shall we? First off, it gives crit damage. Not crit rate, by the way. Not crit rate. So, 19.2%, that's at base level. That's obviously going to be upgraded for a lot. But then, as if that wasn't enough, the very first line of the actual buff is, oh, hey, we heard you like crit damage. How about we give you even more crit damage, right? Another 30% at base rank. So that's what, like an extra, you're going to have like 80 extra crit damage for free. Off rip. For nothing. For absolutely nothing. And then what else is there? When the equipper lands a hit with a basic attack, special attack, or aftershock, which, I mean, how often you're going to be doing that a lot? You're going to be basic attacking a lot. They gain 1 stack of a buff. Each stack increases the equipper's crit damage by an additional 10%. Like, hello? Stacking up to 3 times. It's just like, yo, we heard you like crit damage. Here's like a bajillion crit damage. It's great. It's like a super universal one. It's not like it's specific to chain attacks. It's not like it's tied down to elements. It's not like it's tied down to some specific gimmick. Because again, you just have to basic attack. $60 crit damage max level. So it's like what? 60 plus 30, that's a 90. And then plus 3 stacks of 10. So that's what? 120 crit damage for free. For doing absolutely nothing. For just attacking. Using your basic attack. That's wild, right? Oh yeah, they did like explicitly mention that Ambi was first, yeah. I'm just trying to remember. Did they mention the reruns order though? Okay, yes, it is going to be Ambi and Bernice first, and then Trigger Shiyan afterwards. Oh, also, the A ranks are not. Oh, okay, the A ranks also announced. So, on the first phase, it's gonna be Ambi, Bernice, and then the A ranks is gonna be Pulchra and Ben. So, we have a furry banner for the A ranks in the first half of the patch, and for the second half, it's obviously going to be Trigger, Shiyan, and then it's gonna be Lucy and Billy. So that's a great chance to get a nice support there as well. What stats would I recommend for Evelyn? Ooh, like how much? So there is a correct answer for this. Evelyn, you want to get, what is it? Was it 80 crit? About 80% crit, right? I forget where exactly it showed here. But you have to remember that you get 25% free, so getting it at like getting a 60% crit rate here on this menu is good, because then you get 25 if you have a maxed out at the core passive, so then you get up to like 85% crit rate. And then obviously the good rule of thumb is you want double the crit damage of whatever crit rate you have. Also, I'm not even showing you guys this, whoopsie. So her core skill maxed out gives 25% free crit rate. So if you're like 60 here, or 666, the devil number here, you'll be fine because you're at like 80 something. And then you want to try and have crit damage be double whatever your rate is. Where was it that I remember 80% being the magic number? Oh, it's right here. Yeah. When Evelyn's crit rate is at or over 80%. So you want her crit rate to be at 80%, basically. Once you have all the buffs applied and whatnot. The gun trio. Oh, you're right! Well, the gun quadruo, actually. Shu Yan has a gun. Trigger has a gun. Billy has 2 guns. Oh, I guess, yeah, you're right. I mean, in my head, I'm like, Lucy has a gun, but no, that's just her shooting or hitting out her balls. It's the full projectile agents, I guess you could say. It's not really a gun, but it's something close. Who should you prioritize if you're a new player and you have Miyabi, Astra, and Evelyn? I mean, there you go. You've got a great team right there. But I would say then prioritize Anby, because Anby will probably work well with Pulchra, so you won't really need to get Trigger. I would rather you get a good DPS, as well as, you know, everyone's going to be getting Pulchra for free, and we can tell already that Pulchra and Anby are going to somewhat work together quite well. I'd rather you get a guaranteed DPS as well as some support, as opposed to trying to skip out on Anby, getting Trigger, and then having no one to use her with. So, yeah. I mean, that can be one team, Miyabi, Astra, Evelyn. Actually, no. Miyabi, Astra by themselves can be one team. And then Evelyn plus, honestly, a stunner like Chingy now. But obviously, I don't really know if you want to get a Chingy now on the rerun. DPS are always... I mean, the argument is always supports have a bit of a longer lasting stay, but stunners aren't really that similar to supporters. And if Aftershock is going to be a recurring thing from now on, I feel like Anby is going to be great value for the future. Grace has a nail gun. Yes, that does count. I would like her to use that nail gun to nail me down. Should you pull for Shiyan? You only have Nicole as an ether agent, so ether levels you struggle like crazy. Your plan is going to be Anby, I imagine Soldier Anby. Her engine, Bernice engine, Trigger, and Shu Yan. Well, here's the great thing about Shu Yan being the second half of the banner. Assuming again that we're going to get Hugo and Vivian for 1.7, there's going to be that point in overlap where if you're struggling for ether, who knows? Maybe instead of an ether attacker, you can get an ether anomaly agent in the form of Vivian, right? But because Shu Yan is on the second half of the patch, what you can do is you can wait until the second half and then just don't pull the plug. Don't, you know, pull the plug immediately for that Shu Yan. Wait until the 1.7 stream, and then we see details about how Vivian plays and how her ether anomaly shenanigans work. And then you can see, well, which ether agent do I want? Do I want Shu Yan or do I want Vivian, right? I do find it funny that we're gonna, once again, we're getting a disc set for them without actually having anything for them. Like, who's gonna want to use that Phaethon's voice or Phaethon's melody disc set now, at least, right? I wonder if we would get a defender from the defense force squad. I just want a defender. Period. Like, I just want a defender. Again, give me a Void Hunter and it's whatever the Colonel was. The big dude that pushed back the dark wall or whatever. Ben Biggest, and he's just an even taller dude. But alright, Shiyu down. I haven't even touched this random play event yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, it's Hedy. Hedy and Shawl. Well, yeah, like, I mean, in case I haven't made it clear enough yet, I am very excited for the patch. I'm very excited to try out Anby and Soldier. I keep on wanting to call it Anby and Soldier 11, but it's Anby and Trigger. Honestly, I want to see, I would love it if an Anby, Soldier 11, and Trigger team will work. I don't think it will, but yeah, especially because, I mean, at least I think Soldier 11 and Trigger will work together, because in all of the videos for showcasing Trigger, they had the team be her, Soldier 11, and then maybe Nicole as well, right? But unfortunately, I don't think that Anby and Soldier 11 will work together because they both want to hog field time as much as possible, which is a bit unfortunate. You really want bull Bellum? I mean, now that we've seen Poker join, who knows? Maybe Moors and Bellum will come in the future. We don't see Anby. Ooh. Alright, let me also turn... The audio is always so weird. The battle audio is so loud, but then the outside audio is so soft. My goodness. Let me up this a bit. As a manager, you need to take on more responsibility. Having a promoter here helps attract more customers. That's what you're here for, Hetty. We can only rely on the visits of neighbors, friends, and occasional pass-bys who stroll onto the store. Business won't grow. Tell me what do we do next. Belle and I met a small advertising agent here, and we've already picked some great videotapes to put out on the shelves. Please go to the Reverb Arena and recommend movies to our customers and promote our video store. Alright, sure thing. Customers are starting to line up. We need to open up the store quickly. Please listen to what the customers say and suggest. So again, this is just gonna be like papers please or yeah, papers please. These two are regulars, so they may help you practice quite a bit. Contraband police, that's the other one. We have to like question them and find out what they want. Ooh, she's cute. Clara. Stored value 5,170. Registered member. Lately, I feel like just streaming isn't enough to keep my dear viewers. Oh, this is the girl that you help out because she like gets stalked or something, isn't it? She's a live streamer and then like she gets scammed by a bunch of viewers going into the hollows. A friend suggested I try making some short films. Ah, OnlyFans, yes. The heartbeat. Video details can help you make the best choice. Choosing the right table will improve customers' rating, blah, blah, blah. Making the wrong choice will decrease. Okay, yeah. This movie won the Best Actress Award. You acting completely different from Astrials. She had a tail. Ooh. I'm surprised you actually remember that, Chameleon. Next up, Gale, 850 store value. Smoothly and naturally snuggle into my girlfriend's arms while we watch it. Ooh. The Port Peak, so you want a thriller, a scary movie. Dude, don't worry, I also want to get snuggled up in a girl's arms. You're having for trigger. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Like, they didn't... I mean, they can't really tease Anby, right? Because, I mean, it's just Anby. But yeah, having Trigger appear just momentarily, like they did for Bernice and Caesar. Also, coming back to Trigger actually now, and her story. So, we've met her. You know, from what I understand, her agent story is going to be in the past where, like you said, Faithon, early on, we accepted a suspicious commission from somebody, and we ended up working with Trigger. But then, I can't remember, but in the Soldier 11 agent story, do we encounter Trigger? Do we like speak to her herself and then we go, oh hey, it's you? Or was that only through Soldier 11's comms? Because I'm pretty sure we saw somebody sniping. Maybe we didn't realize it was Trigger exactly, but yeah. Oh, we just hear the audio. And I'm assuming she probably doesn't introduce herself as Trigger explicitly. So we just go, oh wow. Lucky day, I guess, huh, to Soldier 11. Do we know why Miyabi doesn't have a tail? Oh, I mean, did her parents have a tail? Yes, Trigger's there, but it was just a silhouette on the screen. Ah, I see. So, I mean, yes, obviously Trigger was there, but we as Phaethon didn't realize it was her. Because I was like, that's a weird continuity point. Like, we know her already? Alright, customers are starting to line up. We need to open up the store quickly. Oh, it's Rain! Damn, 61,000 credits. Damn, you like watching movies, huh? 18 can help out with the right choice. Oh, bang boo. Do I have to use it now? Music and dance encore. Rain's so cute. Oh, she has a little, like a cloud with rain on her chest. Get it? Because her name is Rain. Also, the cloud hairpin. Also, hang on, very interesting. Look at her tie. She has like a little butterfly on her tie. And we know that Rain is connected somehow with Evelyn and her past. And Evelyn, her motif, kind of, is a midnight butterfly. Ooh. Connections. What's up with King Speaker? Good to see you on the YouTube side now. Happy you finally joined the Discord. Alright, which server did you give up to be able to join the Discord server? Oh wow, sick hairstyle, dude. Poloff. Of course you would have a name like that, my goodness. You're on something with some twists. Fantasy? Yeah. It's a possibility that Trigger used a different name in Aiden's story. I suppose so. Because I mean, again, like, if we only heard her over the comms and we didn't actually see her or anything, then yeah. Oh, because of 200 now. Oh my goodness, with the Nitro. Your theory about Miyabi not having a tail is because she's taken responsibility for the sword. If I'm not mistaken, the entity that inhabits the sword is called... Oh, tailless! Oh my goodness, actually, Dexter, you're so smart! Maybe she's like Goku from Dragon Ball Z, and she's cutting off her tail so that she doesn't transform into a monster. And that's the price she has to pay to use tailless. Yeah, the mom doesn't have one either, but to be fair, the mom also was in possession of the sword at one point, right? It's passed down in the family. Ah. Enanu, Enuna, Nanuna. Oh, no, wait. Oh, okay, whoops. An adventure story meant for kids. The Trekals. Oh, wait, what? Was that not it? Wait, what? Didn't you want a family thing? Then we can watch it with the kids. Oh! Oh, it's your boy Billy with a lot of depth. Oh my goodness. You want something with Miss Monica. Oh, yep, Monica's lost her troubles. Ooh, snap. A beautiful lady. Something with Astra in it then. Oh, yep, there it is. The head of the Hoshimi family, so maybe she was the first one. True. If she was the first one to, like, before, like, the curse was set in and having to pass it down and stuff like that. Kidnapping cases, it's vanishing. Yes, disappearing elevator. Ah, Seth, when are we gonna see your brother? Handling hollow disasters and helping everyone. Rookie's Guide to the Hollow, of course. It's your girl Evelyn! Oh my goodness, okay, we're not getting any Ambi or Trigger, but we're getting a lot of fan service with all of the agents showing up. Hello. Abductions. Stray cat. I think it's disappearing elevator, right? Yeah. Oh, I missed out on 1,000 points. Oh, it's Belle! Ah, I need to get that. I need to get the full 8,000. It's gonna annoy me. Even though it doesn't matter at the end, I need to. Music and dance. Olof. Don't touch. Seth. Rookie's Guide. You were the one that wanted black tails apparently, not trick holes. Evelyn wants disappearing elevator. Snap wants oh sweetie, as does Billy. Yep. And then you wanted disappearing elevator. There we go. You heard a theory that there's this thing for Fox demi-humans in general. The less Fox features it has, the more divine it is. Ooh. I mean, honestly, that probably is inspiration for Zenless Zone Zero. So I would not be surprised if that is the case. It is fun to... I'm so glad that, like, Zenless Zone Zero lore is a lot simpler, quote-unquote, than, like, say, Genshin or Star Rail. But that's good because it means that there's more room for interpretation. Ooh, Percy, hello. Special effects. Behemoth. You know, it's just a theory. Some would argue a game theory, Mosquito. Polka will be our first playable character who's considered a bad guy or villain. You're right. Oh, I suppose bad guy turned good, right? But I feel like they were setting that up right from the start with how, even when we first meet her, Bernice teases her like, oh, if you ever feel like ditching them, come join us. Tee-hee-hee-hee. Jane, I don't know, yeah, she was undercover though, to be fair. Like, she was a bad guy, but she was like, not a bad guy. Hugo and Vivian seem... Ooh, I don't know about that. So, ooh, time to speculate. Hugo and Vivian we don't know their motives, right? We don't know what they're up to. We don't know why they stole the stuff from Jane. Not a guy. Yeah, Jane's not a bad guy. She's just a baddie. Like, you're confusing the words here, Dexter. But obviously, you could argue that they seem like a bad guy because they fight us, right? But to be fair, the way they worded the 1.4 auction, or I keep on calling it 1.4, the 1.6 auction story, is that everyone, it's like a battle royale. Everyone's fighting everyone. So maybe, you know, Hugo and Vivian we fight them, but maybe they're not the bad guys. Like, I think we see a scene as well, which is I've seen from the story, where Anby and Soldier 11 look like they're gonna fight a bit. Jane is a badass. No. Sam, you're also getting confused. Jane is not Jane does not have a badass. Jane has a great ass. We're getting our words mixed up a bit here. Jane is a baddie with a great ass. Control ethereals. I think it's the heartbeat, right? Oh no, it's Behemoth. Never mind. Serene. Isn't this is the NPC with the fat ass? Speaking of, isn't it? Or I know it's some NPC that has this type of model, right? Like a sweater with some nice sweater puppies, I will say, and then the long denim dress. Have I done the I've not done the 1.5 story survey just yet. I'll do that now, actually, after this. Listen, are you gonna blame me? This is like the most iconic NPC out there. Old school animated movies. Suspense versus... Ooh. Which one of these are old school? Old cartoony style on the one hand, okay. Ooh, Orchidia, hello. It's not my fault that I saw a post on Twitter about it. Like, hey, I'm sorry. Illegal hollow business. No, it's up. Blah. I think it's return to Yellow City. Oh, well, I mean, it's not Anvia Trigger, but it is Obal teasing here. Oh my goodness, I don't know why, but like, I feel like I very rarely see soldiers' eyes, like actually, behind the visor. Why do her eyes look so big and like staring at me? It looks like she's staring into my soul. The most iconic NPC is probably Coco. You're probably right. Some of the NPCs would make amazing arrows. I know, right? Orchidia, Officer Mew Mew. They gotta make an they gotta make a meme Officer Mew Mew agent at one point in the story. I hope, I pray that we get a playable Officer Mew Mew. Oh yeah, Ray Azul with her little mech arm. Here we are again, soldier. I need a movie that's blah blah blah. Oh, I guess this is some teasing about Trigger, right? A movie that's a good training target for my teammates. She's a sniper. And don't worry about the science behind it. Trigger's training data is way more unrealistic than anything you'll find in most movies. Yep. Dimensional Musketeer. Coffee element. Hello? Like, even she looks good. Movies about a investigator, newbie investigator. Coffee mate. Wait. Is it? It's Big Hollow, right? Yeah. Grace. Yeah, they went so hard on all the different models. I guess, again, the nice thing about it not being open world and it not being, you know, very big zones, it's very like corridory, which again some people didn't like. They didn't like that it was very like narrow spaces. It means that they could put more effort into the characters, which honestly I like. So this is, oh, you're gonna make me rant about just games in general now. Whenever they're like, oh my goodness, we have a vast open world that you can explore. Normally, that just means that it's a vast open world of nothingness. I would much rather a small, dense, well-crafted world than a big old, like, desert of nothing. Like, okay, cool, wow. Like, Genshin, yes, it was great because it had a big open world. 90% of it was just, like, climbing a random mountain wall. Exactly, like the Ubisoft open worlds. Did EOS ever go through a rebellious phase? I've been noticing some of my kids hitting that phase recently. Machines and humans. I'm assuming Attack on Cybers. In Lumina Square, you think they should expand town? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Lumina Square, I feel like Lumina Square got away from them a bit because one, I don't know how many of you remember, but in patch 1.0, Lumina Square was very buggy because I don't know if it was just poorly optimized, but yeah, it was so big and it was still as dense as anything else, so it was very like stuttery on some machines. But then again, yeah, coming back to the opposite, there's some areas where it's like, what is the point of this area, right? Like for example, the Section 6 headquarters, the office, you go there once just because you happen to have to speak to Yanagi in there, and that's it. You never, there's nothing there. Lumina Square. Dude, I will say one of the craziest and funniest updates to me was them updating Lumina Square so that the stoplights actually work and you can actually wait for the traffic to stop so you can cross the street. Oh, and the NEP's office as well, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, the NEP's office is very pretty on the inside, because again, you do have to go in there for the one event quest and like Jane's story. But it's once you are finished there, there's nothing else to do afterwards. We need T-Shop in the movie theater. We need, you know what we need for the dating? We need that masseuse, that big guy in Luminous Square with those 6 hands. Dude, I want him to break my back in half and release all the stress inside me. Snap me open like a, what's it called? One of those glow sticks. Scary and the Hollows. Invasion Next Gen. It's gonna be Invasion Next Gen, yes. Oh my god, just don't get me started. Like I'm sad that now in these live streams, obviously they still have the optimizations where they talk about stuff, but they don't really talk about the future stuff. I remember in 1.0, 1.2, 1.3, they kept on saying, oh, don't worry, we're working on getting everyone playable in terms of the overworld exploration. We're working on, you know, allowing you to use all the agents. We're working on stuff like that. So we kind of knew like a roadmap of further optimizations. Now we don't really know that. We see, I mean, like the double drop stuff for expert challenge is sort of whatever. The improved UI is also like whatever. We're getting to a point now where the optimizations for the game are like the interns just coming up with random features to keep their job and be like, oh hey boss, yes, I made this new feature. Instead of having to click twice, you now have to only click once. Please don't fire me. Yeah, at first I was like, yo, are we gonna get regular double drops? And it's like, no, you just get to spend double the batteries to do it faster. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't really mind. But like the optimizations in the game updates back in the early days were so much more wild, right? You know, oh, we're adding a new selfie mode, we're adding new agents you're gonna walk around with, and everyone was like, yo, that's cool. But now it's like, meh. Norin. Beauty of the Past documentary. Oh, I'm assuming past documentary. So yeah. Can we get a toggle to use the selfie mode? And also, can we get a toggle to if you're going to have agents that alter their appearance in the battle, can you make them also alter their appearance in the overworld? Maybe take off their jackets or something like that. Easier, little brawl boo. Fighting, tough as nails fighter. I'm assuming final punch. Yeah. Very on the nose. Who are you? No info available. Oh, this is, I don't know who this is. I'm planning a parent-child event in my class where kids and parents can watch a film together. Feel moved and communicate. I'm assuming family. Rocket Boo! Let's go! My parent went through something heartbreaking and she's been unable to recover from it. Is there a movie where the protagonist faces terrifying setbacks, even suffering irreversible harm, but still perseveres? Oops. Oh yeah, Final Punch. Involved in a car accident. The penguins are so cute! Look at how happy he is! Look at his little ears! Oh my goodness! Oh, Rocket Boo! They should add a shower so we could have shower scenes. What do you mean sarcasm? You don't mean... I'm 100% with you. Oh, you're right. Actually, that's very, very important. They've done 2 shower scenes, both Shuyan and Caesar. And Shuyan and Caesar are both the 2 agents that I like the most in the game. I feel like there's a type that I have. Oh no. Heaven forbid there's somebody else that has another shower scene. I might have to pull them. Oh, what an absolute unit here. There's a documentary series featuring a bunch of vulnerable shops. Yeah. Redo tour. One lichen. Is that really a fetish? A shower fetish? Yes, I enjoy being clean. I'm sorry. Would you rather I have a shower fetish, or would you rather I have like a stink fetish? And I'm like, no, don't shower actually. Let me smell your stink or whatever. Which, funnily enough, I feel like some people were triggered by that when in Pulchra's reveal, where was it? When they give like little quotes from other people, Lucy has a little bit of like Theron racism where she's like, oh hey, whatever you do, when you're in the showers, make sure you don't use my soap. Actually, oh wait, never mind, I forget. You Therons don't like washing that much as well. And some people were like, yo, imagine the smell. I'm like, okay, well, let's calm down, guys. Master Proxy, I apologize for interrupting your promotional event. I would like to learn about the Mayflowers. First piece of soil. Mayflowers, yes. Speaking of, here's the JL Ratina. Clock out, never overtime. Harumasa. Transform into some kind of monster. Ooh. A bit close to home, huh? Starlight Knight. I'm assuming it's this one? Oh no, never mind, it's Don't Touch. Hello, Belle. Yeah, Jane is absolutely loaded. She's got the, what's it called? She's got that NEPS check behind her. The Zenless Zero community introduces you to fetishes you didn't know about. You never knew there were people into armpits until you started reading the promotional comments. Oh, especially with, what is it, Piper, right? One of Piper's poses, she like lifts up her arm. I mean, what, there's armpits. There's something for everyone in the game. There's furry, like, this is the fetish game. You got armpits, you got furries, you got, what is it called? Like, literal bears. Like, I know, people are, like, there's, I don't know if it's a fetish or whatever, but, like, in real life, people are called bears if they're, like, big and bulky and hairy, and they're, like, I don't know if they're gay as well, I don't know if that matters, but, like, Ben fits the bill to a T. You get the feet people with Grace. You get the armpit people with Jane. There's a lot. You got the robot, I guess, with Ching Yi, for those of people that are into that, I guess. And they were going on about breast. I mean, it's Reddit. I'm not surprised. Oh yes, milady. We engage in nothing but intelligent conversations here. Oh, your boy Anton. Maybe I'll watch it in a bit. We'll have some laughs. Adventure and Treasure, Raiders of the Hollow. This is gonna be a wild question to ask, but is the Milk guy the same guy that did the chart of the various ancient heights and breast size and ass size? I would not be surprised if it is. Case techniques, more than one truth. Lighter, the complete Starlight Knight series. Wait, what? There's 2 Starlight Knights. Okay, special edition. Famira, oh dude, you're so cute. She kind of looks like Vivian. She has like the fancy curly hair and those eyes, those piercing eyes that stare right at you. I should add like a really big girl. What's up, Seb? How big are we talking here? There are multiple math guys. Oh my goodness, I'm not surprised. What new roles do you guys think? Ooh, a new role is an interesting thought. Obviously, there's talks about new elements, but a new role. I mean, is there even space for one? We got attackers, we got defenders, we got supporters, we got anomaly, we got stunners. You have to say big and not fat. Wait, is fat shadow banned? Oh, that's interesting. I'm planning to create an outdoor. I mean, okay, is it a? What is it? Ganyu from Genshin Impact. Isn't like the canonical lore thing is that she's like the size of a mountain or whatever. But then like when you get her in the game, it's actually just like a regular version, right? Listen, I've seen some mods out there for Ganyu. MiHoYo have definitely catered to the thick audience, at least there, in terms of lore. Yeah, and you know, would just be more supports. I mean, like, even then a healer, we have that in the form of Astra. A horror. Or peak. My king! Oh, I hope you're ready to see her do the little pouty thing when like she gets her smiley face. That gives me life. Intense fighting, final punch. Ah! She's so cute and adorable. I love her so much. Speaking of, here's Ray. Hero sniping and killing King of Ethereals from 2,000 meters away. Dimensional Musketeer, surely. Yep. No info, new girl. Escape work. Never overtime. Are Caesar's arms always that noodle looking? I don't know. I don't look at her arms. My eyes are preoccupied somewhere else. A loser who gives their all. Nihility. Maybe her arms look noodly just because of the size of everything else. It's like those optical illusions, right? If you put a regular sized thing next to something huge, like if you have a regular sized person stand next to Shaq, it's like, whoa. Why is that guy so small? Like, no. Shaq is just absurdly huge. Oh, Yanagi. A family one. Trick calls. Why is it the girls with fat tits always like puff out their chest whenever they're happy? Is Rina gonna do the same thing? Put her hands behind her back and push out her chest? Okay, no, she's a bit more modest. What up, Explore Boo? Bang Boo knows. Some dude, cute little things, and the hollow. 7710 and his cat. Bang Boo, Ban in the hollow, and the kitty. Isn't that the exact same one? 7710 and the cat. Oh, hello. What did I say about girls with ponytails? Hello. Penguin. Scion of the Great Sea God. Small body, big crisis. Piper. Best bid. How would A rank reruns work? You don't have him. So that's the funny thing. There is no reruns, but the way it normally works is that after the patch that they are introduced, they get added to the regular pool. So Seth, after his patch, you can just get him randomly now. So obviously, I think there have been times when I don't actually know. I don't know if Seth has been on rate up again since then, but you can just get Seth randomly now. So Pulchra, you know, she'll be available in 1.6, and then after 1.6, she'll be added to the standard pool, standard banner. So you can just get her randomly from any time onwards. So for Seth, just get lucky, I suppose, or get unlucky as well, I guess. He has been rerun once at least. But yeah, there's no like definitive rerun on quotes for them. Ooh, that's actually a good point. Maybe, yeah, maybe when they do have Jane as a comeback, they'll also include him there. So can you not get Polka in the second phase of 1.6? So technically speaking, I don't think so, because normally it's, yeah, like I said, it's only after the patch ends that she'll be added. But to be fair though, everyone's getting a free Polka no matter what though, from the one event quest. That's the thing, Dexter. Even if you know, you have the guarantee ambi, so you get it instantly, you will be getting a Polka. Everyone is getting a free Polka no matter what because of the one event quest. So that's a nice thing at least. So I guess let me put it like this. Don't try and go out of your way, unless you want to get like M6 specifically. Don't try and go out of your way to try and pull for Pulchra. I guess, yeah. Or I guess if you really want to be masochist, you could just not do the event and try and hope you get lucky there. Especially because, again, the way A ranks work, yes, Pulchra will be on rate up. You could go through 140, you could go through all the way from 0, hard pity, lose the 50, hard pity again for Anby. You could still not see a single Pulchra. Because after all, she is sharing that banner or sharing that rate up with Ben. But let's see then. Mail's here. Here's the mail. It makes me want to wag my tail. Alright. Ooh, flashbang. Oh my goodness. Oh, dude, I hate this. I hate whenever they have this like scrolling thing now of selecting your age. I'm glad that it starts from the bottom up, but it's so disheartening when it starts from like, it starts at 2008. You are I mean, I guess you're 17 if you're playing this, but like, bruh. That's a very cute V2 model. Thank you, Piccolino. But it always hurts me. Like, I think the other day I was thinking about installing Pokemon Pocket, and I was like, my age range, they don't even include the year. They just say before this year, like older than 25 or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm fine. I'm gonna scroll all the way up to 1998. I am a male. My preferred controls, mouse and keyboard. How do I feel about the current version of the game? I think it's, call me crazy, I'm gonna say somewhat satisfied. Only because this is a lengthier patch than usual, so there's an extra week of like dead air. There was an extra week of dead air, essentially. 2 last times you aimed at an A rank, you got early S rank, and you won 50-50. So, I mean, you never know exactly, yeah. How familiar am I with Harmonic Pact, the Astro? Yeah, I am very aware. How do I feel about it? I liked it. It was a nice touching story with Astro and Evelyn, and Phaethon were actually involved, even though it was a side story. The event is interesting. I agree. The experience was smooth, and I didn't encounter any obstacles. I don't think so. Yeah. The astronomical moment. I liked it. How do I feel about the following aspects? The plot. The whole You're on the Winter thing, because it was a side story, we don't really see more expansion on it, so it's like, meh. Gotta go. No worries. Thanks for stopping by, Mosquito. Art, including animations and cutscenes. Okay, now, if this included the Bangbu event, oh, very satisfied. Otherwise, it's okay. Character design and presentation, I liked it. Astro and Evelyn. Commission stage experience, it was whatever. The combat stages. Ooh, how do I feel about how they were portrayed? I liked them. I liked Astra, but I liked Evelyn way more. Oh, I was very satisfied with this because they were actually involved for once. Oh, this is whatever. It's just extra stages. Recommended film event. Oh, I just did that right now. I was somewhat satisfied. Textual elements. It's whatever. It's just papers, please. When you did the survey, you didn't get questions on Harmonic Pact. Oh! I guess it is. I mean, it makes sense, right? spread. You don't want to give them one big ass questionnaire on everything. So instead you split it up, right? It's convenient to participate. Yeah, I mean, I knocked it out in like, what, an hour? Event rules were clear. Yep. Experience was smooth. Yep. Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, I'm damn right I know how to fish. I loved it. I loved it. Actually, gameplay enjoyment was neutral. I feel like the actual fishing could have been a little bit better. Oh, wait, no, here it is. That could have been a little bit better. It's convenient to participate. I will say I somewhat agree. The time gating did kind of suck. I knew what to do. Yep. The time and effort required to obtain, I'm going to say somewhat agree because again, the time gating did kind of screw it over. Oh, I'm very familiar with both of these. Oh, no, this was the training. That's okay. I'll say I'm satisfied with Astria because her training stages, whatever. For Evelyn, I'm going to say neutral because in the gameplay tooltip tutorial that they give for Evelyn, they do not mention at all about her whole cancelling out her skill to keep her buff going and stuff like that. So I'm going to say neutral for that. Oh, you were able to do it on PS5. You have to open from the invitation in the mail. Ah, I see. I have played Genshin Impact. I have played Honkai Star Rail. I installed Honkai Impact there, but I didn't really play it. I have not played either of them in the past month. Please put more effort into the camera functions. Let us use the selfie mode as the agents. Even if you don't give them the different facial poses, just being able to take selfies will suffice. So let us toggle Evelyn's jacket off in the world. That's more important than anything else. Listen, I have my priorities, all right? I know what I want. Let's grab all of this. Hopefully they listen. Oh, and then from here we go to the next event right away. Hello, Shawl. Blah 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 blah. Shawl, you're totally one of the part of the team now. None of that is the point. The point is, please come learn about the support our 141 environmental campaign. You have a few bamboo at home, right? It must be lively with all those bamboo gathered together, but I bet the power bills are through the roof. It's not the bamboos. Fairy is the issue. Repurpose used batteries to prevent environmental pollution caused by the leakage of fillers. Yeah, she's had enough of this shit. Shell, come back and... She's actually yawning even, yeah. She's like, oh... Hello, would you like a free sample? Blah, 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 blah. Shouting in full volume and running 5 kilometers after work every day, they still can provide more used batteries. If you have any drained batteries, could you give them to me? Sure. Our boss's environmental campaign and my bonus are counting on your support. I'll do anything for you, Shao. Yottarashai, mittarashai. Ah! She's so cute. Submit used batteries to exchange for rewards. Submit. 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 And then we wait for the next few days. What else do we get? Just regular upgrade materials and stuff like that. Yep. That is all of the events now. All cleaned up. 141 going green. Why is there still a red mark here? I've already said hello to you, Shell. You love using Evelyn for reasons. Still can't decide if you should pull for her engine or get Shu Yen's. Well, I mean, well, hang on. I'm assuming you have Shu Yen, right, Felipe? You're not going to be pulling her engine without actually having her, right? Oh, an elf goal would seem pretty cool. More Theorans just in general would be really cool. Which I'm glad that we're getting Pulcra. Let me... Audio is always so funky here. But let's have a look and see. For Riot Suppressor, it gives crit damage. It gives crit damage and crit rate, but so does the Night Butterfly one. Crit damage, crit rate, it gives 8 stacks. Whenever it comes back to deals ether damage, consumes a torch, increase skill damage by that much percent. Let me have a look, double check what Evelyn's is. Oh, is there an elf goal already? Orlanda. Where were we? Where's Heartstring Nocturne? Crit rate, crit damage, so kind of similar. Okay, 1 stack of Heartstring, 8 stack of Heartstring. If you have Shu Yen at Mindscape 1, I would say go Riot Suppressor. Go for her engine. Because here's the thing, if you look at how easy it is to activate their buffs, so they both give crit rate and crit damage, they're switched around. But for Shu Yen, all it takes to activate her buff is to use her EX special attack, right? Which gives her 8 charges, and then you can use those 8 charges to like shit out a bunch of damage for each of her regular shells. Actually, you don't even need Mindscape 1. Meanwhile, with Heartstring Nocturne, you need to perform chain attacks and ultimates, right? Which, to be fair, with Evelyn, it's pretty easy to do. For a total of 25% fire resistance. But here's the thing. For Evelyn, the buff is only going to improve her chain attack and ultimate damage. Whereas, for Shu Yen, her basic attack damage gets increased, which you're using a lot. So, for me, I would think at surface level, Shu Yen's... If we're looking in a vacuum, Shu Yen's is a better upgrade for Shu Yen than Evelyn's is for her. I wish they would go harder on the character. Oh, dude, the character wallpapers, actually, speaking of. Don't get me wrong, I love seeing Shu Yen. I love seeing her pose like that. I wish they had another angle where you see her from the back. I like Lucy's one as well. But this one here, like this. Look at how good this is. You got all the different bang moves, like look at how expressive they are. You got Shark Boo staring down in the water, you got Eos just chilling here, falling asleep, a million sitting on the... Snapping the little bin, like oh my gosh, there's so much going on. There's so much activity in this wallpaper, right? And then you have Shu Yen, and it's just like, oh, let me look at all these papers. You have Caesar. And it's just like, let me lean on this bike. At least I like Lucy's at... Where is it? I like Lucy's because it's kind of a little bit more involved. Like she's staring up into the sky. She's like staring at you. I kind of like that. But yeah, everyone else is just like, watch me sit and stand here. Like this makes sense for Lucy because she's like relaxing and relazing. Or relaxing and lazing around. But yeah. But I just hope that we get more of these. This is the first of many, I hope. I would love if Lucy's had her... You can improve this so much. Lucy's wallpaper, just to have Woody, Brookie, and Grossi just chilling around here. Doing something. Fighting. You know, tending to Lucy's beck and call. Have them do something here. Like Lucy, one of Lucy's core things is her 3 little boars. Where are they? Why are they all standing in front of cars? I mean, I guess, yeah, actually, it makes sense for Lucy, right? Or the Sons of Caledon. But then Section 6, I think also. Yeah, they're all on the van. And then Cunning Hares are outside of their car. Yep. Victoria Housekeeping, where are they? Are they also in front of a car? Oh no. Victoria Housekeeping, they make sense. They're inside. Bellabog, they're in front of mechs and stuff like that, right? Oh no, they're also in front of a car. And then obviously we're just chilling on the couch. Oh, I need to reselect them all now. No, no. 1, 2, 3. I guess maybe that's like the theme of, even the bangbo are in front of a car. I guess it's like the theme of the game. It's all like urban exploration. It's like urban in the city. So what better way to signify the hustle and bustle of a big city, or at least this city, than having cars, right? Damn, 50k poly. I mean, I've been saving up, like I said. At least being so chill, it's unnatural for a character. I guess, yeah. I want to see her stomping her... Yeah, give me a wallpaper where it's Lucy stomping her feet and like ordering her bangbo around. Like that classic meme in the trailer, whatever. Caesar can have a wallpaper where she rides around. Dude, actually, yeah. Am I getting ambient trigger? Oh, I'm absolutely getting ambient trigger. I mean, I've got the pulls for it. What, 49601? 49601 divided by 160. Wait, what? I have 310 pulls, so I'm definitely getting them. Because I mean, there's also still like the 10 free pulls and then the polychrome from the actual patch itself, so I will yeah, I'll definitely have enough to guarantee both of them. Hopefully I don't have to spend too much, but yeah. Dude, Bangboom Mario Kart would be so cool, especially because, again, they did, like, allude to it when they were in the, what is it called? During the fishing event, where Bangboom Snap and them, they all see that, right? What about saving for Vivian and Vlad? Well, ideally, I don't have to spend too much polychromes getting ambient trigger, that I have enough for them. Ideally, I spend like what? 20? Ideally, I spend like... I don't have to go to... Ideally, I don't lose my 50-50s, essentially. That's what I'm saying. But that's a lot easier said than done. Also, my goodness, there's still so many fishing stuff I have to do still. All of these little... what is it called? Port anecdotes. So let me actually clean up here and do some of these. Speaking of, here's ES1 million. Yeah, I know I jinxed myself, but it's fine. It's fine. I know my luck. We have our strategy. Just go up to the agent, stand next to them, and then do your pulls there. How'd I get 300? Stacking up, what is it called? I don't have it active now, but stacking up internet memberships. Because again, those internet memberships, like what? That's 90 every day for 30 days. That's 2,700 polygrams right there. And then also, I don't roll for engines that often. And also, I get relatively lucky with my 50-50s. When's the last time I ordered a ramen? Oh my goodness! Pepperoni, I actually completely forgot that was even a function. But yeah, now like chop. The noodle shop has just become a useless feature essentially. I remember early on in the game I was like, oh, I gotta make sure I do this to get that extra damage buff or whatever. But I mean, the fact that it's not even usable in Shiyu Defense, it's not even usable in any content that matters, like the amount of time the buff would save you because it makes you stronger is honestly balanced out, and it probably is worse because of how long it takes to go to the shop, order it, skip through the animation and everything. It's faster to just go in buffless essentially. I don't even know if you could quote-unquote buff it, right? It would just make it more streamlined, I guess. Oh, Evelyn, stop messaging me now. I have work to do. Oh no, is someone we have to send to? Oh yeah, right. I still can't get over the fact that Evelyn's profile picture is of Astra. Meanwhile, Astra's profile picture is of a bird cooking food. Oh wait, hang on, I need to speak to them first. Tell us about the message. Make it so you can order it online. I gave more updates so we could play Withering Gardens again. Ah, the older... Yeah, like, they're very much... Again, like, all the optimizations, the new features, it just feels like they're just trying to find ways to keep their job and be like, yo, boss, I added a new feature. What is it? I don't know, but it'll... Will it get more people to play? Sure. Please don't fire me. Friends, play together, have fun. Please help us find a way to cheer up Master Snap Up. Let's go meet up with Evelyn. Wait, what? Oh yeah, Bad Age Twins. I will say, that new boss did look very cool, Geppetto. At first, I thought that was gonna be... Oh, okay, so again, coming back to the lore. I thought Geppetto was gonna be the big bad boss of the story, not a Hollow Zero. But, I remember I took a note down. They mentioned it offhandedly. I don't know if it's going to be important, but... Where is it? During the plot, when they show... Or during the 1.6 trailer, when they show the scene of Geppetto and all that big red stuff, they mentioned, and I quote, "The Exaltists are plotting an attack." Now, I don't know if that is something to do with Geppetto in the Lost Void. I don't know if that is something to do with Mockingbird and their little like plan with the sacrifice and the bringer stuff. I don't know if that has to do with the Anby story and the people that are planning on reviving the thing. But the Exaltists, that's a very important name that I feel like we need to take note of. I feel like that's a group that's going to show up sometime in the future. Well, obviously in the future it's going to show up in the next story, but I mean, we'll have to see. So far, I have been enjoying Monster Hunter Wilds. As soon as the stream ends, I'm probably going to play more of that. In fact, I'm tempted to stop playing Zenless Zone Zero to play more of it right now. I will say, I understand all the reviewers saying that it's too easy, but I mean, to be fair, it's low rank. It's expected to be easy, right? So it's not really that surprising, but it's like every single hunt is done in like 4 minutes. I'm not having to upgrade my materials, my weapons and stuff like that. I will say, I really like that in low rank already. By the second or third monster, you get some really cool armor. From the spider thing to the chicken thing, they're both really, 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 really cool. Oh, Dexter, that's a good point. The cape in the auction does look like Professor Arky's. And yeah, Vlad also mentions them going up against Hand. Woo! So maybe again, like, yes, 1.6 is going to be an epilogue for season 1, but maybe this is going to serve dual purpose epilogue, but sow the seeds for the start of season 2 eventually. Although, my question is, I know obviously the hot topic now. Oh, Joyous as well. Oh, that could also be true. Joyous is the other one. The only reason why I say, and why I think everyone says Helios Academy is because, I mean, obviously it's a coat. There's nobody wearing it, so there's no head. So no head. And obviously the Helios Academy professor didn't really have a head in the trailer and whatnot. But as I was saying, obviously the focus now looks like it's going to the sacrifice and whatever this bringer thing was. And obviously understandably trying to find out the origins of Hollow Zero and what caused that catastrophe all those years ago. My question is, in all of this, what's happening with Perlman? I hope we're not just abandoning him. I'm genuinely curious about what's going to happen with the Cunning Hares and that lockbox and Perlman. Maybe who knows? Maybe the item that's in that lockbox is going to be the secret key at the end of it all. His design is too fire, literally and figuratively. Give me, I'm just doing some quick sorting of something here on the side. Whoa. You don't remember? Wait, was it explained in the... I know something happened with Perlman, but it wasn't finished, right? Like, I remember Perlman was the one that was outing Bringer. It's like, that's the guy, that's the bad guy, but I forget if, like, there was anything after that, right? Yeah, like, I remember, like, I think the whole important story from Perlman was him just outing Sarah and Bringer, right? That's because at the start of the, like, he's pointing at the TV like, oh, that's the guy, oh. But maybe I'm just getting confused. Like, I'm hung up on the lockbox. Perlman's gonna be our next Bang Boo. Dude really was a potato. Fairy, I mean, Fairy was... Was Fairy in the lockbox? No, because I think Fairy was trying to help us crack open the lockbox, right? Zero disappointed by the Evelyn bonding events. Most of them felt awkward and not really like her. Although her threatening to eliminate the proxy was pretty weird. I mean, that's because we want the true trust agent. If we got to peek in and watch how she acts with Astra, that's where you would see the real trust events. But yeah, like, Perlman has definitely taken the backseat now. Like, we've gotten the information out of him. That's whatever. But yeah, speaking of Fairy not being trusted, I don't know how many of you remember, in that initial lore video, there are, I think, 4 AI. One of them is Fairy, and they're all named after, like, spirits. Like, there's Fairy, there's Yokai, there's Ghost, and the last name escapes me, but in that lore video, where it goes over those 7... Jin, that's the one. In the lore video where it goes over the collapse of Hollow Zero and the Void Hunters, at the end of it, somebody, whoever is speaking, I don't know who it is that's speaking throughout that entire trailer, it's like they're speaking to the AI and, like, commanding them to wait to be activated or whatever. And then it shows the 4 AI, you know, and it has Fairy as being activated and the other 3 are shown as offline. And yeah, there are fan theories already propping up about who has the other AI, right? Some people are saying Rain has Ghost because, remember, it was a main point of the story that in Chapter 3, back in 1.0, we had to go to we had to go to the Ballet Twin Towers. Or I always feel weird when I word it like that, the Twin Towers. The Marionette Towers. To save Rain, right? But the question is, why were they after Rain? Where's Pullman, by the way? Who knows? He's just chilling, I think. As you said, he did take a backseat to the main... He was just the grunt. He was the Jesse and James of Team Rocket. Now we have finally met Giovanni, and that's Sarah. And I guess it was Bringer, but I mean, we saw what happened to him. Snap missing something, blah, blah, blah. I was worried about it, so it gave some time off, but I'm afraid the little one night might be mistaken. Blah, 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 blah. Manager, if you ever wanted to Snap, could you pass on Miss Yao's message to it? Sure. Miss Yao says that Snap is most admirable for its determination to only create what it thinks are great works. What is considered trendy always starts as something unusual. Being different is what captures the attention of others. Miss Yao also says that Snap's obstinacy has inspired her, even if everyone dislikes its works. It doesn't matter, she will always love its photos. Oh, that's so sweet. The male VA during the lore can also be heard in Grace's character trailer. Oh. Oh, the giant mech is in, what is it called? Hans, Greta, and Friday. And I mean, I suppose again, I mean, it was kind of wrapped up, but then there was also that story of the whole Bellabog, you know, the chapter 2, the whole Bellabog, and how Bringer and Sarah or whatever, their whole group, they knew about the giant ethereal trapped in that mech. So I'm just waiting for all of the little loose ends to be neatly wrapped up and be like, oh my goodness, this was their plan from the start. Because again, I don't want to get too started. I don't want to get too caught up on 1.4, but like, I know that was the finale. I know that was meant to be the big climax, but it didn't really feel like it. And no worries, Chico. Oh, here's the gang. Like, I want to see the real culmination of everything. I want to see, you know, what is the purpose of Sarah getting that copy of Miyabi's DNA to, like, you know, use her sword or whatever. What is the purpose of... I guess the whole point of the mech stuff was so that it was a PR stunt for Bringer, right? Your guess is the teacher is being forced to work with the creator, but she said she'd only work with them if they leave Bell and Weiss alone. Oh. Reason why Like and Arena didn't deter them from investigating. Masters give us a new order, assist them if needed. They know too much and are too deep in for them to be stopped. And the explosion doesn't make sense. They didn't die. When the explosion occurred, their ocular implants glowed, and Eos was okay. Oh, do you think it's like the Harumasa thing, right? Where it's like, the doctor or whatever, in this case the teacher, master, knows that they're doing something harmful that could impact them, but they're secretly trying to adjust stuff so that it doesn't actually hurt them. Like how the doctor for Harumasa kept on doing his little injections and stuff like that, but he switched over to working for a cure. And now here, maybe the teacher is still helping do the sacrifice and whatnot, but they're making sure that whatever it is, Bell and Weiss will be unharmed. .4 felt like season. I mean, even with the credits at the end of that that patch as well, like it was definitely like a cornerstone. Also, what's up, Jordan? And I mean, even in the 1.4 live stream leading up to it, you could see they were very passionate about that patch specifically, because they was so excited to, you know, have that be the milestone, the capstone. That's why they gave the Harumasa away. That's why that Miyabi in there, and all that stuff. Even if Astra feels unwell and is in a horrible mood, she always completes her work for the day. She says that's what a true professional should do. Even though I'm useless, but I'm still her bang-boo. I can't tarnish her reputation. Astra has never thought that. Really? Astro thinks I'm the best. You are the best, Snap. All the Bamboos are the best. Little body, big helper. Although I'm just an outdated Bamboo that only excels of venturing into the hollow, Weiss and Bell still love me. Oh, it's Eos. Dude, Eos is such like a lovable little child. The way he's so like... Oh, it's like Bell and Weiss's child. My master, although I'm just an outdated Bamboo, they still love me, and I believe they will always feel this way. We will always love you, Eos. A million, stupid. Speaking so hard, only debt collecting. You owe us so much money. If you don't pay us back, I'll send Pupsy after you. But Master, like a million, Master Snap, no worry. Please don't call me that anymore. You can call me Snap. I want to be friends with you guys. Oh, the little Bamboos are becoming friends. Snap, friend. Right, you've been taking photos over the past few days. That must have worn you out. Let's take a break and go fishing today. Yippee! Weiss is the ultimate angler. He can teach us. And I heard that we can fish up delicious sea salt batteries in the waters here. I'm not gonna let my kid eat junk food. Are you the only one that can't stand the amount of reading in the bank? With the dress up event. Oh, that was from a while ago. But I suppose, yeah, I think the reason why there's so much text in that one is because that's where you get introduced to Vivian and Hugo. But even then, there's a lot of yapping even outside of that. Wait, whoa, hang on. A million even calls over the newest member of the Cunning Hares, Bling. I'm assuming that's a cat or something? They're just like kids in no time, they forget about the sea salt batteries and run about happily. It's hard to resist the urge to snap a picture. This photo is your greatest reward from the past few days. Hang on. Who is this Bling? I'm assuming it's a cat? Feels like everywhere. I mean, the best way I can put it, Llama, is I know it's bad to compare, but like, oh, it's Sharkboo. It could be worse. It could be Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail levels of yapping. Where do I even see Bling? Oh, Bling is in one of the other fishing anecdotes. I see. But I will say, there's a lot more bangers. I will say, it is getting late now. It's like 1 a.m. for me. I do need to head to bed because, like I said, we've got the podcast that we're going to record soon-ish, like in 10 hours from now, which means that later on there's going to be, like I said, the Losing to 50 podcast later today or early tomorrow, I guess, depending on what time zone you're in. But I think I'm going to call it here then for today. What you do miss in Zenless 0 is a map because it's very confusing. Yeah, I will say, like, I know that it has these symbols, but I'm always like, okay, I need to go to Shiyu Defense. Or like, let's say I need to go to Luminous Square. I'm like, okay, where is it? Oh, right, here it is. I don't know left and right which way to go. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm at Luminous Square, but where exactly is the shop that I need to go to? Up there it is. Just make it a little bit more streamlined. That's the real UI improvement that we need. Oh, actually, yeah. We can do that before we close it off. The Nicole milk calculation video. How much milk? Well, we'll watch that and then we'll call it a day. Well, it depends on how long it is. If it's not too long, then okay, it's only a minute and a half. Okay, no, that's fine. We can watch this. What is my hardware? Ooh, Natanialis. Let me pull it up for you in a second. So, where's Specky? My CPU, if I'm not mistaken, is a Ryzen 5 5600. I have 32 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4 of course. My CPU is Ryzen 5 5600, yep. My GPU is 3070. And then it's just, you know, I have some regular drives and whatnot. Those are the main things. Alright, let me see if I can pull this up here without doing anything too crazy. Alright. We're gonna close it off. What better way to end the stream than by... Yeah. What better way to end the stream than by getting educated and by learning? And what we're gonna learn today is we're gonna learn about milk.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be discussing Nicole.
Dude, Pepperoni, you're asking how this has 11k likes? How does this have 140? This is more views than my videos. Like, bro, should I just stop doing news videos and just pivot to now like game theory science videos? Like, should my next video be how much sperm can lichen produce? Like, is that all it takes?
Damara, and how much milk her calcium cannons are able to produce.
Calcium cannons is wild.
There is a combination of factors I want to talk about in regards to Nicole's mammary glands. First off, her tight clothing restricts blood flow to her orbs, which would affect milk supply indirectly by causing blocked ducts.
I mean, hang on. He's saying that she has tight clothing. Listen, I mean, I understand that yes, it is tight fitting, but I've seen those puppies sway around, and you do not see that type of jiggle in tight clothing.
She is terrible with spending money and has malnutrition. Malnutrition can...
I do not think that she is malnourished at all. She is... If you see her thighs and her body, she is definitely well fed.
Impact overall health and nutrient availability, crucial for milk production. Lastly, due to her mood swings, Nicole most likely has a hormonal imbalance, which particularly affects prolactin levels. This can directly hinder the body's ability to produce sufficient milk.
All right,
With
fair enough.
all of these factors considered, one would only assume that Nicole's calcium cannons would not be able to adequately produce a sufficient supply of milk.
I mean, so here's the thing. What are we saying as sufficient, right? Are we talking like a full glass of milk? I mean, okay, sure, yeah. But what if I just want a small little sip? I mean, I say I. Hypothetically speaking, what if somebody just wanted a small sip? You know, I'm not saying me specifically, but what if you just wanted a small little taste, right? Why is this the first thing you come into? It's science. We're learning today. Unfortunately, the stream we're going to call it a stream after this. Well, actually, I have a couple of, I want to deep dive a bit more, but we'll see.
Please leave a comment if you think Hoyoverse edited the size of Nicole's calcium cannons because they knew about everything I talked about in this video.
So, he's arguing that they, purposefully changed the size of her boobs to account for her potential milk stuff? Well, if we consult the chart, let me just pull it up again. If we consult the forbidden documents, do you want some more subs? Okay, Shika's there with us. Alright, here it is. We have the documentation available to us. We have the science. Actually, wasn't there a full-size version? So, based on their size, yes, I understand his science and stuff like that, but Nicole, size of 69. Nice. Right? Is she the biggest? No, like immediately. Xu Yan. Oh no, this is ordered in breast size. So, bigger than Nicole, you have Xu Yan, you have Astra, you have Yanagi, you have Grace, Caesar, and then last but not least, Rena. My question, okay, it's cut off there a bit on the side, but let me just... My question. Okay, sure, Nicole, makes sense. She's like one of the early girls that you know and love. I want that guy to do a thought process on Rena. Because here's the thing. Rena. Now, one, the size. That's obviously a big factor, right? She's not wearing tight clothing. She's wearing very... I guess maybe you could argue that those red straps are like tightening down on the top, but for the most part, it's very frilly, very open, very breathable. She lets the puppies breathe, right? Rina, very motherly, very kind, very gentle. She does not have those mood swings and whatnot. Now, the other thing about nutrition, yes, Rina is a horrible chef, but have you seen the food that Victoria Housekeeping can cook if Lycan is the one making food for her? Also, like, just look at the other sizes. Rina is very well fed. Look at the sizes here. Obviously, big breast, biggest butt as well. Actually, no, Shuyan is biggest butt, but she's up there. She's up there, right? Decently sized waist. I think Rina could probably be a good contender for sufficiently providing milk. Who's the flattest? Oh no, Sokaku. Sokaku with Collida and Piper close second and third. The Boeing Nomicron. Yeah, I need to bookmark this. It's crazy the amount of times that I've had to open this up to like refer back to it. The obsession with measurements is one of the most degenerate things that you'd rather not bring from Asia. But I mean, yeah. I think that is going to be it now though for today. On that bombshell, I think we're going to call it there. Tight clothes, Caesar takes the cake. Oh yeah. Actually, no, tight clothes, maybe I guess for specifically the breast area. I guess, I mean, look at those thighs. Those are like some bloodletting thigh highs there. I don't know if we're beating the Gunu allegations. Listen, it's for science, all right? You can't get over Caesar noodle arms. Now that you pointed it out to me, now I can't not see it either. Oh, especially her left arm. Ooh, not having the sleeve makes it look very, makes it look extra noodly. You're right, Yanagi has a tight waist. It's like a corset almost. It's a tight corset and a very, very short skirt. Who says we're trying to beat the true, actually? Listen, as dumb as it sounds, we could be doing a lot worse, alright? We could be doing a lot worse. I've seen the gacha fandoms out there. At least we're sticking to ourselves, right? Check Miyabi's hips. Oh my goodness. I feel like they did Miyabi so dirty. Because of like how much this Haori covers and stuff like that. Has it been updated to include Evelyn? Oh my goodness. Is there an update? Of course there's an update, isn't there? Zenless zone. 0 female. Character measurements. Updated for... Oh my gosh, it has been updated. This time featuring Evelyn. Where is she? Wait, is she here? No. Wait, how has this been updated then? This is updated literally last week. Where is she? Well, now I'm annoyed. Now I need to know. Oh, it's better information. I mean, the rankings are still the same, it looks like, right? Is Shuyan still the biggest one? 94, that's all that matters. How do you update this? With what? I guess different methods? Heights based on official listings. Miyabi's height includes ears. No, wait, this is still version 1.0. What's the update here? Oh, am I stupid? I didn't click the correct one. Am I dumb? I'm just dumb. I opened up the previous one. Zenless zone 0 female character measurements. I swear I saw updated one. Now I'm down this rabbit hole. Yeah, updated 21 February, literally last week. This is an update to my previous post with the following changes. Evelyn has been added. Thigh measurements added. Okay, now we're talking. Thigh measurements added, some fine tuning. Okay. Now we can dive in. How do I open up the image specifically? No, I don't want to see this nonsense at the bottom here. How do I see just the image? Spreadsheet. Goodness. Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh, it's other people. Is there no better way to zoom in? God, I hate Reddit. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to stick with the stuff at the bottom there. But, oh my goodness, everything. Bust, band, waist, hip, and thigh. Where is Evelyn? Oh, yep, of course she's right next to Astra. 74, 86.3. Oh no, okay, it's still Shuyen. Dude, Shuyen has the fattest thighs as well. Or is it Yanagi? Actually, no. I'm gonna make a prediction. I think Shuyen has the fattest thighs. 55.3. That's the number to beat. I'm worried about Rena though. Oh, okay. 46. This is all going decreasing numbers. Dude, like this is why Shuyen is my favorite. Oh, it's not why, but like this is just validating my Shuyen bias. Fattest thighs and fattest butt. And that's with the super tight clothing, like the super tight pants or whatever it is. Imagine without that. Woo! Woo woo woo. Until, oh yeah, when trigger though. It's gonna be a tough throne to keep hold of, I suppose. You love the disclaimer that yeah, of course it has to include her ears. But let's see. Who is the next biggest thighs? Yep, Caesar as well, 52.5. 52.8 from Evelyn. Oh no, 53.8 is Caesar, yeah. And then Rena is also 55.4. Or 54.3. Who is the best ratio? We're going to try and find the golden ratio. Didn't it say 66 for Collider? Did it? No, so I think here's the funny thing. 1, 2, 3. They don't have any thighs listed for Collider because her pants are too baggy to actually see how big her thighs are. I mean, who knows? For all we know, Collider could have some massive ass fat thighs that we just don't know. Like maybe her thighs are this entire width of these pants and we just don't know. But for now, they just excluded that. Actually, I'm surprised that there's no guys, right? I mean, Ben would have the biggest everything, right? Just by sheer process of him being Ben. But I feel validated though that once again, Shuyen, best in the department out there. And again, that's with her tight clothes. But I think though that's enough gooning for today. I hope we all learned something new from that. We learned some. I don't know what we learned, but I hope we learned something. But I think though that is going to be it for today. Piper has a massive bottom relative. Yeah, she's very bottom heavy, like kind of like her axe that she swings around. Impressive that Nicole has bigger calcium cannons than Jane. I mean, is it really that impressive? Or is it really that surprising? What is Jane? You guys are making me pull it up again. I mean, it's not by much. It's barely, right? 68.1, 67.2. Nah. Jane has her beaten out hard, though, on the ass and thigh department, right? I mean, to be fair, Jane isn't really known for her breasts, right? She's known for one thing and one thing only. This right here. Shiyan has the best assets? Absolutely. Jane's looked bigger in the promotional material. Camera adds 10 pounds. We learned the ZZZ fan base goons like hell. I don't think we learned that today. That was always known. We didn't need any. We did not need any new. We did not need this to prove that to us. Shuyen with a costume that gives her butt bones and breaks the internet. It's just Shuyen, but put Shuyen in a dress. Put her in a skirt or something. Like the Astra skirt. Ooh. Trigger. So here's the thing. I can't believe I'm betting on this. I want to say that Shuyen is going to remain undefeated. Yes, Trigger definitely has a more noticeable ass. But I think that's just because of the clothing. Like, I think that Shuyen's clothes are just so tight-fitting that hers doesn't jiggle as much. Whereas, I think Trigger's, it's just that her clothing is a little bit more free-form, so it allows it to shake. So maybe it's not as big, but it's just, it has more jiggle to it, so it makes it look bigger. I want to, hands down, I want to say that my Shuyen is going to stay undefeated. Oh, Pulchra. Pulchra, though! Okay, this is the real, like, speculation. Not about how good they are, how meta they are. It's where will they line up on the Zenless Zone 0 female character measurements chart. Pulchra. She's a full Theron. That's a first in a while. So, I mean, hey. Ben is our full Theron for the men, and he's obviously the biggest out there. Pulchra. I feel like her thighs are gonna dwarf everyone. Maybe even her breasts as well. Like, I mean, let's be real. Where is it? I don't have a full shot of Pulchra somewhere. Do I? Actually, what am I doing? I can just do this. Pulchra teaser ZZZ. Oh, where's the official Zenless Zone 0? Yeah. Like, oh, damn text. But like, look at those thighs. Those thighs are pretty damn fat. And the breasts as well. I think that she'll definitely be up there on the thighs. I don't know if the butt is where I'm a bit hesitant on. Thighs and boobs, absolutely. But I think my prediction, Shuyen stays queen of cake. Triggers is just gonna be like, Triggers is just gonna be nicely wrapped up and everything. That's it. But in terms of sheer volume and size, Shuyen, right? You came back to this. What's going on? Carly told us we're doing speculation about upcoming agents and how good they're gonna be for the greater good, not in terms of in-game. Oh, dude, Shuyen in casual clothes. I mean, we kind of have, right, quote unquote, in her EP or whatever, which is why again, it's kind of fitting that the two agents I like are the ones that have a shower scene. Pulchra's ultimate. At this one, we're just gonna be rewatching this.
Wait, why is this camp so confusing?
Pulchra, where's she at?
Massive electric damage.
Okay, so yeah, here's where we can look at Trigger now, actually. Oh, also Pulchra. Also, can I just say, I love her little animation where she does her heart. Like, okay, we can kind of see a side view there. Like, look at the size of those. They're big. Also, look at her thighs. They are clipping into each other. They're so fat, they are clipping into each other there. She's absolutely gonna be the biggest thighs. Look at that. I wish I was that little silver ring there on her thigh band. My goodness.
Assist.
A truly skilled mercenary is able to swiftly adapt to any situation on the battlefield and work together with their team.
But then where's the ultimate animation?
Thereafter, may trigger follow-up attacks from Pulchra. If she doesn't have enough energy, or while Pulchra isn't on the field,
Show us the little cute little heart symbol.
via an evasive assist.
A truly skilled mercenary.
Assist until Pulchra switches in again. During this time, if the
Ah, here it is. Oh, I love the little cute little heart symbol. I wish you could take her mask. This next patch is just a story about take off the mask, damn it. Take off the mask. I want to see Pulchra's like mouth and stuff like that. And take off the mask. I want to see Trigger's eyes.
on-field agent hits
This is what we're talking about, Amber. It's very important stuff. Trust me.
an enemy with
Okay, hang on, we need to remove. It's hard to say.
a special attack or
Her thighs are like twice the size of her calves. Alright, but as for Trigger now.
her scope, and Trigger will enter her sniper stance.
Where's the shot? It's when she does her like final shot here, right?
Purge. While in sniper
I guess we can also
mode,
look at the Nikkei
directional
mode as well.
movement to adjust your ambush location and dodge enemy attacks. Upon releasing the basic attack button, Trigger will retract.
Like, I'll be honest, at least from here, it doesn't look that big. Wait, was this what
and
the...
launch the final move.
Wait, where did she do her overhead,
Triggering where
over the shoulder
Trigger's
shot?
special
Is it her
attack
ultimate?
To snap ult firepower, relatively dodge to Trigger's aftershock, massive its support when Trigger without Trigger exit. A charge to Trigger entry damage and entering
More bazookas.
coordinated support.
Trigger.
In combat,
I guess, yeah,
both
since
basic
the guy
attack
called, Nicole, what, calcium cannons, yeah.
this Trigger enters sniper.
Oh, she is copying Bernice's ultimate. Oh, yeah, Pulchra is copying Bernice's ultimate pose. That's actually so cute. Pepperoni, what a great notice as well.
Mode and unleashes her finishing move before bringing a squad mate in with quick assist.
I guess we have to look at the
Mr.
Nikkei
Flanks
mode,
the
right? Where was it? See it. Aha.
Between singles.
Like, from this angle, look, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Or, like, it looks like nothing. It's just the fact that she's wearing semi-loose but tight-fitting clothing, as also the jiggle makes you think there's a lot there. Like, let's be real here. Shu Yan's is way better. Let's slow this down. Let's analyze.
Shot and rapid fire.
Okay, well.
In
A lot of the jiggle is in her thigh as well. Her thigh also isn't even that big. Her thigh and her butt do jiggle a lot. It's the illusion of size. It's just more stuff is moving, so you think it's bigger. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's definitely something there, but to call this bigger than Shu Yan?
in scoping mode, Trigger's ability to
Yeah, no, there's no way.
scoping mode.
Shu Yan's is bigger. Watch her ult again. She leans the glasses. 25, 23.
Activation count, Trigger axis coordinated support with enough decibel.
I guess like also her visor like lights up, so I guess like she can see through it, but like maybe just very barely. And when she activates her
With enough
visor, then it's
decibels.
like maybe like this is a third eye. Like it looks like she's aligning up this little triangle with the scope, right?
Press your
So I get also, is there even a scope on here? I guess that's the scope, right? The rail on top.
Release a charge.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for the science man himself. What is his name? We'll have to wait for Sexy Medium Violet Oni. Oh, the chat's covering it, but that's the guy's name. Sexy Medium Violet Oni. We'll have to wait for this guy to post the updated results, I suppose. Also, what's up, Stans? Zoo above all, it's not even close. Thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, again, reminder, Shu Yan is sort of like nerfing herself. Remember. Shu Yan is not wearing high heels, and high heels accentuate the butt. So she has this fat ass wearing flats, wearing sports shoes, and wearing this like tight plated, plated pants. Plates obviously don't have room for expansion, don't have room to jiggle around. Meanwhile, you have Evelyn and like Astra here, they're crutching, Yanagi as well. They're all crutching using these high heels to accentuate their butts. And even still, they do not even come close to Shu Yan. Like, I think Shu Yan is safe from getting power crept in the cake department. I know my wife like the back of my hand, and I know I can put my faith in her. She will not lose to Trigger. Check Rena, she's second. Yeah, she's definitely second. But she's also wearing high heels though. 92.5. It's close. It's close. 94.1. Oof. Like, again, look at this mound. Look at this bump. I do not see that type of bump here.
An ace sniper. It's not
like it maybe it's the angle, but yeah, no.
High score.
It's the illusion. You're saying, oh, look at her ass shake. It's not her ass shake. It's the entire body is shaking. Her whole chest, her like stomach, her thighs are shaking as well. Don't let it fool you. Don't get it twisted. Like, imagine if they gave that type of jiggle to Shu Yan. It would cause earthquakes. There's so much mass to shake around there. I don't think they could legally cause her to shake around. Exactly, as Stan says, it's just the physics mind tricks. They're just trying to fool you by like shaking it around and be like, "Ooh, look at this." Now, don't get me wrong. Triggers is great. Trigger is a nice little cupcake. It's nice. It's by no means, a double decker, triple decker, ice cream filled cake, Upload this as a YouTube video to take my 11k views. Zenless Zone 0. Should you pull Trigger? Is she going to power creep Shu Yan? And then it turns out to be just this nonsense. Like, I am putting my foot down. I am willing to make a bet that when this guy updates it, like, actually, let's try and take some predictions now. Where do we think she's gonna fit? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she fits in along with Soldier 11 and Anby over here. Like, this seems like a good zone to put her in, Trigger. I'm gonna... Actually, what I'm very interested in is, will Soldier Anby have different sizes from regular Anby? Surely, right? Surely. I mean, we've seen her chest size difference. The burgers have been going somewhere. And I feel like Trigger's gonna be somewhere around here, because she's definitely not going to be bigger than Jane. She's definitely not going to be bigger than Shu Yan. I'd say she's in like the 80 range. So yeah, if we were to predict, I think Trigger's going to be middling. I think Pulchra, however, Pulchra is the one to look out for. Pulchra is going to be somewhere up here on the far right. Mainly for, again, this is organized in breast size, so don't forget there's other stuff. Pulchra is going to have massive thighs. That is the one thing that Caesar might have to watch out for. But I still don't think so, though. But Pulchra is going to have big thighs and big boobs. I'm not sure about the butt, though. After Shu Jane got the butt bones and the girls did after, it causes more butt jiggle. If they give Shu Yan hot pants like that Nicole skin, I'll die for... Oh, absolutely. Somebody called Bernice flat off the look. What? Bernice is like way up here. Yeah, Bernice is way up here. How? 67, like, what? She's in like the top, or I was gonna say like the top third, but like the top half. Mountain climbing. But all right, that's enough gooning for today. We got sidetracked. I just wanted to watch one small innocent little video, and now here we are speculating about Trigger and Pulchra. Even though we don't need to speculate, we know again. Like, this is nothing.
When shooting is not.
Hang on, can we get a comparison with Shuyen? I want a side by side in-game comparison. Yeah, remember when I said I was gonna call it a stream, and then we got sidetracked on this instead. Let's go with the character demo.
Officer.
Bro, like, come on,
Who it is? This is Shiyu.
dude. Like, look at that. When her left leg is like coming up here again, or like going back, it's compressing. That's how big it is. Her own thighs are clipping into her own butt and causing it to like compress. Like, look at that. Meanwhile, what does Trigger have? Nothing. Like, it is a smooth line. It is a smooth line from her thighs up to her butt.
Going to be easy.
Okay, well, maybe there is a bit of a bump, but like, come on, guys.
A public security.
Leave it.
Where, like,
Oh, here come the surprises.
in a side view where you see mostly her thigh, you can still see her butt peeking out of the side here. Can I zoom in? Okay, no, I can't. But like, look at that. Even from a full side view, she is like, and like even then, full side view, and she's angled so that her butt is facing away from us. You can still see it peeking out the back. Like, guys, come on. How is this an argument? I will say, yes, we can admire and acknowledge that, yes, she's got the physics on her, but that does not mean that it's the biggest one there is in the game. Someone gave her that size on purpose? Yeah, me. I gave her those tight-fitting pants. It was my choice. Oh, sorry, Shuyen. Looks like we're out of big pants. Yeah. Oh, whoops. It got shrunk in the dryer. Whoopsie.
I copy.
Officer Shiyu and her team will rush there at once.
I'm on site. Commencing rescue.
Oh, and then also, can I just take a moment to appreciate the music here? Like, listen to this, like, ba-da-ba-da, da-da-da-da music. Actually, hang on, we can check if there's jiggle here as well. Yeah, like, there's something going on there as well. Again, it's mostly like the holster that's jiggling and stuff like that. Yeah, like again, look at how her butt is so big that as she like extends her leg out, it releases all that built up pinching on her butt. Like, look at this. You can see it expand as she releases her leg.
And that's a review of our recent tasks. I cannot stress this enough. Once we enter the hollow to deal with this...
It's for you.
Hello? Mom. I'm in a meeting, I can't talk. Oh, for dinner. Yeah, for dinner I'd like,
Shiyu.
Oh, actually,
can't talk.
when she puts her leg back down, when she like clicks her leg together, you can see there's a slight little jiggle.
Oh, for dinner. Yeah, for dinner I'd like,
Did you see it? Did you see it?
Shiyu hangs up. Her mother's call leaves her feeling
got it.
uneasy because...
That was a private call. So
Because her
not a word to
chingy and her
anyone.
almost fall
Now
off.
back-
Oh my goodness, actually, Dexter, that's a great point as well. What a great frame to stop on as well. Midoriya, yeah. Some people here are arguing, or I say some people here, other people are arguing that Trigger has like the biggest ass in the game. just because, you know, oh, it jiggles a lot. But I want to set the facts straight. It is Shu Yan and it will forever be Shu Yan.
To our topic. In the hollows, we have to fight ethereals.
Like, let me actually see if I can pull up that exact Shu Yan and Jinyi. Oh, wait, hang on, is it?
Now, follow my...
What now? They'll catch us at this rate.
Yeah, here it comes.
plan. It might be risky, but I'm sure you can do it.
Is it this? No, no, no. Oh, this is when they jump off the beam. No, 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 no. Where is it? Should I just Google butt cutscene and that'll probably cause it to show up? How do I find? How is this not like the most viewed video? Like how do I find this? Okay, I'm not. I'm gonna watch this in my own time later on. but you all get the idea. You all get the idea. That was a very interesting Shu Yan search on YouTube. It's not that I'm mad that Shu Yan doesn't have jiggle. Shu Yan is perfect just the way she is. I am mad that people are arguing that Trigger has a bigger ass than her, which is just factually incorrect. It's not even a matter of personal opinion. It's just like, I don't want people spouting out lies here, all right? Oh, it was the video. Oh, was it about to happen? Oh, my bad. Oh, wait, did I close the tab? Oh, I lost my place. Oh, wait.
Mom, I just got off work. Need me to bring something home?
Oh, no, this is the couch demo. Wait.
See you soon.
Now, follow my instructions.
I don't hate Trigger. No. Actually, I'm still gonna be pulling for Trigger. Don't get me wrong. My hate is for the people that just blindly see a little bit of motion and like, oh my goodness, it's the biggest thing I've ever seen ever.
The Fisher!
Like, come on. There's jiggle there as well. It's like it's the classic. I don't know if you guys. Wait, actually, hang on. Let me find it. I don't know if you guys have seen the flan thing. I don't have it, but it's especially with like VTubers and stuff like that. You'll see a lot of the physics nowadays. Whenever they post their models, it looks like the jelly flan where you slap it and it's just like whoa, 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 like shockwaves and stuff like that. You know what? Like I said, I'm just gonna wait for our Lord and Savior. What's his name? Sexy Medium Violet Oni to update this female character measurements chart once they're released, and then I will be vindicated and prove to everyone that Shu Yan remains undefeated. But I think, all right, that's enough gooning for now. With that all being said, I've made my peace. I've made my argument. I've made my statement. I think with that, we can call it a stream. What a way to end. Yeah, we got way too sidetracked. we spent nearly a third of the stream just talking about asses. You'll update me whenever. Dude, please do, Dexter. Please do, actually. This is... Imagine, like, whenever that happens, the next, like, Zenless Zone Zero news video I do is like, by the way, here's the big important news of the day. There's been an update to the canonical measurements chart. Everyone stop what you're doing. Breaking news. But all right, that's it for today. For realsies, I need to. I should go to sleep. It's like 2 a.m., but I'm probably gonna end up playing Monster Hunter. Let's be real. But either way, though, that's gonna be it for the day. Oh, that's gonna be it for today. Keep an eye out for Losing to 50 sometime tomorrow, though, as we are planning on recording that. And as always, I'll see you next time. Until then, bye-bye. Don't worry, I will enjoy. Well, hang on. Before we go, don't worry. I know what I will be enjoying in a second. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? It was like it had like 1 million views or something. Where was it? No. Is it gone now? I'm trying to find that one. Okay, why are there so many like censored videos when I try and Google Shiyan butt cutscene? But all right. Peace, everyone. Bye-bye.